The hell was that? Good morning. Hold on. Let's try that again. Okay, I guess that was a little bit better. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Everyday with Jay. My name is Jay, your host. Thanks for joining this morning. I've been chomping at the bit to do this live since yesterday. Good morning, Flo and Angie. Flo says, let's go. Flo, it's early where you're at, dude. You are up bright and early like a spring chicken. Desiree, Kels, I hope the first week of school is going well. Debbie from the D. Cambry, good morning. Melissa B, good to see you, babe. Good to see everybody. Good morning, Sin, my little emoji queen. Sin and olive juice are like twinsies. They're so funny. Limey, good morning. What time is it there, Limey? And sorry for the late start. I was getting a top off on my coffee. It's going good so far. Good. Mama Annie, good morning. Retired EMT, Janelle, Deb K. Oh, man, we got a lot to talk about today. Oh, they start tomorrow, Angie? On a Wednesday? Why bother? Why don't they just give the kid to the next Monday, you know? Wednesday start. Let me guess. It's a half day. I used to hate when they did that shit. Let's have 2 half days. They would start like right one year they started before Labor Day, and it was like, oh, we're gonna
Just
go
help a brother out here.
Wednesday and we're gonna go Thursday, and then we're gonna have a half day Friday, and then no school Monday, and then a full day Tuesday. And it's like, why bother? Good morning, Pooh. Who just became a member? Mama Annie. Mama. Roro, causing Paw Paw, and Mama. Welcome to the Cooter Crew. Cooter Crew. I almost said Clicker Crew. Clicker's on the other channel. We're the Cooters over here. Minding everyone's, I can't read the rest of your name. Good morning. The kids love it, but the parents hate it. I know. Why don't they wait till after Labor Day? Like, get through the whole fucking day. D. Lynn, good morning. I know half days are always so stupid. Do they still do that, or do they call it early release? I remember my youngest, when she was getting into high school, they started calling it early release. Kind of like when they changed from Indian style to crisscross applesauce. I was like, what does that mean? Do your kids say crisscross applesauce or sitting Indian style? Early dismissals. Ooh. Missy, good morning. Easy, good morning, Barbara. It's 2:06. Real nice weather. Nice. Multitasking, home alone with my daughter. Will you enjoy your day, Limey? Good morning, Jess. Early release every what? Wednesday? That's stupid. Unfortunately, it's crisscross applesauce. Yeah, I can't. Indian style, because I told them that's not what it's called. Oh, I fucking love it. I love it. Ruffling feathers at the public schools. You know they love that stuff. You know the public schools love that. 63 there. Damn, it must be nice. I'll tell you what, it's still hot AF down here in Clearwater. Yeah, they brainwash your children. They do. They do. They do. It's terrible. RLA, good morning. So, let's talk about this fundraiser for a second before we get into it. 57? Damn. That changed like overnight, it seems like. I'm looking at my temp right now. Because we like to share our weather. They hate when they see me coming or calling because it's always a shit show. I love that. Keep them on their toes. These people don't even know Tony, and now they're being dragged into this mess. It's not fair to them. Yep, I have, posted on their Facebook to give them an opportunity to respond. Um, there was no message function that I could see, at least not accessible to me from Facebook. So I left a message. I just said that, Mr. Mathis is claiming that you're catching IP addresses. Is this something that, you're doing? And would you like to explain? Thanks in advance, something like that. It's 87 here. Okay. It's 9:10 a.m. 87 feels like 101. Okay. Yes. Feels like 101 at 9:11 a.m. this morning. Jammers. You guys are making me really, really jealous of that cool weather. I'm just saying, I mean, if these people don't know Tony, they should do their legwork. Because, like, if I'm a 501c and I have a reputation, it looks like they have a good reputation in Tennessee, in Clarksville. It looks like Michaela's Mutt Motel has been, um, you know, involved in a lot of fundraisers. They've had, hey, Kesha, they have a lot of dogs that they've adopted out. They find, unwanted dogs from across the country and they get them adopted out. And I think that's a good thing. I wish that they would have done their legwork into Tony Mathis because now, unfortunately, they have been drug into, this situation. I don't care for the name either, but there is a place here that just opened in St. Pete and it's called Mutts and Martinis. And it's a little bar where people can bring their dogs. So I think it's just a little spin to kind of, make it all rhyme. I I don't like it either, but I'm not gonna like hold on to that too much because I have seen other businesses do that with good intentions. Look at the Swifties in the house. Potato's gonna shake it off with Taylor Swift tonight. She's gonna she's gonna be shaking it off. The potato. She's going to be she's going to be dancing to Taylor Swift in London tonight. I think it's in London. What do you mean legwork? This is for Sebastian and not Tony. No, wait. Tony, nor does Tony do anything for this event other than be there. Well, he's got their name in his mouth. So, yeah. Whenever you're going to work with some missing, like a missing kid, and then you get contacted by their spokesperson, you might want to look into it. You might want to look into what's going on. But I don't know how you can claim they're innocent when Tony says he ran an IP for him and he was catching IPs. It's at the Wembley, London. So posh. Yep, I'm not sure how you know the chain of the communication between Seth and the Mutt Motel. How would you be privy to that information? Just wondering. I'm just curious. I mean, you just seem to awfully like know who contacted who knows what, who doesn't know who. It just seems like you're trying to set a narrative before I've even gotten in to my live today. And that's just a little concerning to me because all I've literally done is show my thumbnail and you're already like, you know, in super duper defense mode. JR, Tony said he filed criminal and civil. Yeah, he's full of shit. Hey, Robin, good morning. Pervy and hashtag flung. I'm not slamming them. I'm asking questions. So, not sure why you're so damn defensive. You might want to just chill and give me an opportunity to present what I planned on presenting. Because so far, I've only showed you my thumbnail. Who's that? Who, what to? Kesha. Yeah, I know a lot of you guys think it should go to billboards or a reward or how do you know where he works? How do you know where this dude works? I'm just going off this mutt motel. I'm not going deep into his fucking background. And nor do I want to. I'm going off what TikTok Tony, the spokesperson for Seth Rogers, has stated. I'm going off that, and I'm going off what Seth Rogers has stated. I'm going off the flyer. And that's it. I don't know these people. I'm not going to dig into their lives. I never said the Mutt Motel is a scam. Why are you putting words in my mouth? Ah, dang, I've been live for 11 minutes and everybody's got words in my mouth. I have not even remotely presented anything but a fucking thumbnail. Do you see this? This is the overreactive cooters on YouTube. This is how people get riled up. This is how people get rumors started. This is how people get others to go after creators. This is how that works. When people come up on YouTube, never showing their face, coming into chats, trying to fucking put other information into a stream that someone is presenting. Overreactive cooter. That's what you are. Your cooter needs a Xanax. Just saying. Let your cooters breathe. No, they're trying to derail. They're trying to derail. They don't want me to get out my information. It happens all the time. It's weird. Put your cooters on ice and kick back and listen. Okay? Put those cooters right in the ice. Sit your bottoms down and shut the fuck up. I mean, basically, fuck. Good morning, Sly. Good morning, right, Julie. I know, rabid cooters, man. Hashtag calm the cooters. Jumping to conclusion cooters. Yeah. I extensively looked into it and reached out to them. I extensively reached out to them too. Good morning. Good morning, Teresa. Good morning, Lucid. Angie says she has an ice pack on her ass. It's close enough. Trimmed cooter. Chaotic cooters. Oh, put your listening cooters on. All right, let's get into it. Because it seems like Yep is jumping at the bit. Can you say yep, 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 yep? I picture this little fucking person with Seth Rogers on the mind, bouncing around going, yep, 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 yep. Because I remember yep, 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 yep came after me over Brittany J. So we're probably going to get more of that today, too. She's here defending the fucking Cooter Motel. She's here. She's going to be defending Brittany. I mean, come on. Aw, Teresa, well, I hope you have a good day, hon. Happy Tuesday. Exactly, Nicole. Why would these people not want... Chella, I don't give a fuck what you think it makes me look like. It makes you look like an asshole in here saying what you're saying. Nicole says, Tony said the Mutt Motel was catching IP addresses and giving to him. So be careful. These are people that people are going to be sending money to. They're sending personal information when they send money to said people. Okay? I'm here to let everybody know that obviously they're sharing information with Tony Mathis. If you're fine with Tony having your fucking information, pinging your IP address to find what city you live in, then by all fucking means, yep. Yep, 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 yep. Yep, girl. You're Brittany's yep, girl. Sick of it. Let me go on my stream and present my information because I don't willy-nilly hit that like button. That's why this was up for a whole day. I don't just click the like button. Well, you sure were jumping on me when I was talking about her when the whole shit blew up. You were right running back and forth between Brittany and my chat, causing shit. I saw you. I'm here to warn people that want to give their hard-earned money to something, and I want them to know what Tony Mathis is doing. And if you have a problem with that, right, Melissa, flung yourself on out of here. Right, there weren't no threats. You did do that. You did do that. The live chat replay's up, girl. You did do that. Chella, go ahead and post your government name and address. Save TikTok Tony some time. Yeah, he doesn't need to be looking into anybody. It's none of his fucking business who anyone is. You shouldn't be looking at anybody's IP addresses. Just because they send an innocent email? Yeah, he said an IP address was within 6 miles of their home. Uh-huh. He sure did, JR. Don't fall for these scams. And you know what? If the Mutt Motel didn't look into Tony Mathis and they're not following what he's saying about their business and what the husband is doing, that's on them. They are responsible for who they affiliate with. Not me. I'm not responsible to fucking tell Michaela's Mutt Motel that Tony Mathis is a scumbag. That's not my fucking responsibility. But it is my responsibility to tell my viewers. And that's what I'm doing. If you don't like it, yip, yip, you can just yip your way out of here. Yip and cooter. Seth wanted people's addresses. He still does. And he's asking for postage to send those flyers. If you're in IT, you can work around Google. Never heard of a spokesman who tracked IP addresses because he wants to threaten people. It's been his MO this whole time is to get info on people so that he can fucking threaten them. So he can get them to shut up. Right? Like, I'm gonna do this if you don't do that. And I've emailed with Tony. So guess what? I've got a stake in this fucking game. Because Tony and I have emailed. Remember he emailed me? Null. Uh-huh. Well, I emailed him several times. So I've got skin in this game. Do you yip? Or are you just yipping all over the YouTube streets, starting shit in people's chats? Trying to defend things you know nothing about. Because that's what I think you're doing. Because they have my emails. So guess what? I can talk about it. Right? I didn't use a VPN. And I emailed Tony Mathis. So I'm a little fucking concerned what he's doing with that information and what this quote unquote military vet IT guy can get from it. And if you think that's ridiculous, see your way out the door. You can't track people's IPs in live streams. That's not even true. You can't get an IP from a live stream chat. People tell you that to scare you. You can't do that. Tony didn't want to go on Jay's show. He wanted a private phone call, which is creepy. Yep. I'll get you all set up, Jay. We can go through those again if y'all would like. It's not cool to be collecting a lot of money, and then when someone asks you where it's going, you can't answer, and you can't answer nothing about it. Right. Is that even legal? Well, if it's emails to the Mutt Motel, he made it sound like this dude's gonna work for him, like helping. Yes, and now Betty's got a quote unquote forensic expert that she's going to get Queen on, some forensic digital evidence for the case. And it came out that Joe Petito backed out because of the chaos. He was never threatened. The Gabby Petito Foundation themselves stated they were never threatened, that Joe unfortunately had to back out because of the chaos. That's you, Tony Mathis. That's you. Seth could have gotten on with Joe Petito all by himself. That's you, Betty. They don't want to be associated with you two scumbags. That's what y'all are. Where you at? Yep. How come you're not still defending this? All right, here's our first clip. Put your listening ears on. We're going to run through this shit. Hear me out, okay? We're going to try to get through all this quickly and efficiently. Yeah, I know. I'm the one that spoke to them. So you speak to people once, and then all of a sudden you carry a torch for them? Dude, that's weird, okay? That's weird.
I, will say I'm sorry if you have been falsely accused of these things.
They have attacked my wife, who's got nothing to do with any of this.
Who's attacked his wife? Fuck you, Tony. Fuck you, Tony. Wait, hold on.
I, will say I'm sorry if you have been falsely accused of these things.
They have attacked my wife, who's got nothing to do with any of this.
Who's attacked his wife? Fuck you, Tony. Fuck you, Tony. They've attacked your wife? Let's see what a victim Tony is, shall we? How much of a victim is Tony when he's saying, oh,
and I, will say I'm sorry if you have been falsely accused of these things.
They have attacked my wife, who's got nothing to do with any of this.
Who's attacked his wife? Fuck you, Tony. Fuck you, Tony. They've attacked your wife? Let's see what a victim Tony is, shall we? How much of a victim is Tony when he's saying, oh, I've got J for J's husband's name. I can't find the screenshot right now, but he said that. I've got J for J's husband name. J for justice has been warned. No one came at your wife. Everyone feels sorry for your wife.
They've sent emails to my work. They've sent emails to my family, content creators, and it's one that's doing it. We finally snatched his IP address when he said.
Right here. Sending emails to my business. No, yep. It's not just emails to the mutt motel. Open your ears. Get the dicks that Betty put in your ears out of them and listen. Because you pissed me off now. I'm already pissed off at these grifters, these liars, these scammers. I can't find the screenshot right now, but he said that. I've got J for J's husband name. J for justice has been warned. No one came at your wife. Everyone feels sorry for your wife.
They've sent emails to my work. They've sent emails to my family, content creators, and it's one that's doing it. We finally snatched his IP address when he sent an email. Believe it or not, the same person was sending emails to the pet rescue that we're donating money to.
How does he know it's the same person? Unless they checked all the emails. Yep. How would they know it's the same person?
And he got a little bit careless, and one of the IP addresses got captured.
Okay, so listen to this. Listen to this. If this isn't a red flag for Michaela's pet rescue thingy, mutt motel. Hear that? Do you need to hear it again? Yep. Pull the penis out of your ear. I can't find the screenshot right now, but he said that. I've got J for J's husband name. J for justice has been warned. No one came at your wife. Everyone feels sorry for your wife.
They've sent emails to my work. They've sent emails to my family, content creators, and and it's one that's doing it. We finally snatched his IP address. When he sent an email, believe it or not, the same person was sending emails to the pet rescue that we're donating money to, and he got a
Listen.
little bit careless, and one of the IP addresses got captured.
Okay, so listen to this. Listen to this. If this isn't a red flag for Michaela's pet rescue thingy, mutt motel. First of all, why do you call the dogs mutts? That's not a really nice name. Second of all, it was Michaela, the mutt motel's husband, who is capturing IP addresses for Tony. Did you hear what I said? The person who's capturing IP addresses for Tony is the husband of Michaela, the mutt motel. He's in IT. Yep, you're going to hear it. Listen close. He ends up telling us later. Okay, so that's the first one. Here is... Shit. Let's go to this. You ready? Here's the second clip for you. Yep.
Up myself. Michaela's mutts is not the same Michaela.
No,
That's not her. This lady was she's a veteran.
it's a very unfortunate name, but it's not the same Michaela. And he is a phenomenal human. So is her husband. They have their business licensed. Everything's filed properly. But just to show you how vile some of these content creators are, her husband is the one that trapped this IP address. The gentleman that sent it did not realize her husband was an IT guy. Mm-hmm. So he had 4 or 5 emails that were sent. I think all but one of them were from a VPN, but one of them was captured about 6 minutes from his house.
Yeah, what's that all about? How can you defend this bullshit? Unfortunate name. Yeah. Yeah. Now listen to this. Listen to this.
Hey everybody, Tim here. We'd love to give you an opportunity if you can give a little bit to the campaign. No, we'll use it wisely.
I'm about to drop some evidence in this case. I'm about to pull a whole bunch of shit in this case. That's what I'm about to do. And you know what? When I get the evidence that I need, and by the way, I just hired a forensic guy. When I get the information I need.
See? She's saying she hired a forensic guy because she's saying that there's not much evidence in her case against Queen. And there's not. There's not evidence. That's why it keeps getting dismissed. But she's saying, oh, my forensic IT guy is going to dig into this. Listen, truth in a can, I don't care. She's jumping on me in my stream. So you both can fuck off. I'm not in the mood for it. I put research in background into my streams. If you want to do your own stream, go to your own fucking channels. Don't come in here and derail my message. Team Seth. I don't know who you are. I've never seen you. And you come in here and you think you're going to debunk what the creator is trying to put a message out about? Fuck directly off. I don't know you. It'd be one thing if it was someone I knew. Do I know you? Fuck no, I don't even know who you are. And you're like, no, you're wrong. And I'm supposed to just back down and go, oh, okay. Let me just cancel my stream. Oh, you want me to change my title? I'll do that too. What do you want the title to say? Whose IP did they snatch? That's what I want to know. That's the question I want answered. I want to know why this man is snatching anything. Truth in a can? Fuck off. Mods, get rid of them. Get rid of them. They're here to troll. They're here to cause fucking problems. Bye, Team Seth. Slamming a business. Get the fuck out of here. Go ask Tony. Go ask Tony why he put that out there. Go ask Tony. If you think he's lying, ask him. Don't talk about me. Don't talk to me. I know. What do you want me to, my title to say, Tony? Jesus Christ. I don't trust anything that Seth Rogers and Tony Mathis are involved in. Me either. I was saying good things about the business when I came in until they started acting like idiots. Good morning, Rosie. Good morning, Roxy. I've missed you as well. Good morning, Sunflower. Sick of this bullshit. I'm sick of these people. There's like two out of 400. I didn't even get to present my stuff. All I had was a thumbnail up, and these people started in. Yeah, what was in the emails? Okay, here we go. Let's finish Betsy.
Your ass is brass. Your ass is brass. All this intimidation while I'm in lawsuit with you, you're going to be sanctioned. May not be today, may not be tomorrow, but you.
I looked this up myself. Michaela's Mutts is not the same Michaela.
No,
That's not her. This lady was she's a veteran.
It's a very unfortunate name, but it's not the same Michaela. And he is a phenomenal human. So is her husband. They have their business licensed. Everything's filed properly. But, just to show you how vile some of these content creators are, her husband is the one that trapped this IP address. The gentleman that sent it did not realize her husband was an IT guy. Mm-hmm. So he had 4 or 5 emails that were sent. I think all but one of them were from a VPN, but one of them was captured about 6 minutes from his house.
Oh, so he's admitting that this man not only captured a VPN or an IP, but that he knows that he could pinpoint 6 minutes from his house. And who lives in Clarksville? Seth lives in Clarksville. Oh, but the gentleman didn't use a VPN for one of them. Who's the gentleman 6 minutes from the Mutt Motel's house in Clarksville? Can someone please fill in the blanks? Who lives 6 minutes from these people in Clarksville, Tennessee, that would want to throw off anything? The Proudfoots don't live in Clarksville. Good to see you, Rhonda. But Seth does. Seth does. Why is Tony always trying to make Seth look guilty as fuck? Why is he always making Seth look guilty? Every time. Like going on Vinnie Politan. Vinny, we'll do anything if you could just help us clear him. Why did Tony feel the need to talk about it? Because he wants people to be scared. He wants people to be scared of him. Right, who was it? Who in Hendersonville or who in Clarksville would email and fuck with them? It might be legal, but it's creepy. You're the spokesperson for a missing boy. Unbelievable. Okay, so let's go over. I hope Yip Yip is still here. Let's take a look at Michaela's Motel in Clarksville, Tennessee. Mr. Bradley Lambert, that must be the IT guy that he talks about. But look, status expired. Wah, wah, wah. What you got to say now, Yip Yip? They didn't renew their shiz. June 30th. Now what? Now what? They just registered 1/11/2024 and they are expired. So, where's Yip Yip now? Because I'm bad mouthing a legitimate business. And this is directly here. I'll give you the link. You guys can search it yourselves. state of Tennessee. This is no paid site. Go there yourself and search up Michaela's Mutt Motel. This is the state of Tennessee. Registered charities search. What's up, Zach Cooter? Can someone explain? Where's Yip? I thought she researched this. Where are you with your research? Hello? Yip Yip, are you still here? I'm wondering what you found in your research. She's commenting on another stream, I'm sure. Tell her to come back. I'd like to know. I'd like to know why their license is expired. So let's see. 2022, they had $34,000 in public contributions. Other revenue, $7,000. Program services minus $6,000. Other expenses, So I can only see 2022 here. And then they have about 9 officers. Now, I didn't see any names on here that really like struck a chord. I mean, I didn't notice any names that seemed weird or sounded familiar or seemed affiliated with Seth or Sebastian from what I could tell. Thank you, Melanator. Well, where is that bitch? I mean, she's here telling me that I'm putting down a legitimate business, and then I pull up the business and it's expired. So, I mean, make it make sense. Good morning, Army Mom. Good morning, Scott H. I mean, I don't like this. We hear TikTok Tony. You've seen the name Lambert in this case. Felt like I did too, but I don't know where. Like Brad does not ring a bell to me. I mean, obviously Michaela, but it's a different Michaela. Of course she's in Granny's chat. Trying to start shit. That's what that girl does. She yips around. They don't have a website. Not on here. But if you Google them, let's do that, Sluice. If you Google Michaela's Mutt Motel, Clarksville. I always spell it wrong, but here it is. You know, and I really thought this was legitimate. But like when you click on their Google map, look at their location, Sluice. They're in the fucking ocean off the California or off the Washington coast, Canada. This is where Michaela's Mutt Motel is located, in the fucking water. I know they have a Facebook page. Anybody can have a Facebook page. I can make a Facebook page and be a fucking supermodel if I want to. So my question is, A, are they aware of Tony's antics? If not, I hope that they will, you know, get aware. You know what? I'm not going on images because Steph sent me a bunch of images and they were all fake. So I'm not even getting into their images. I'm not saying they haven't adopted dogs. I definitely have not said they haven't adopted dogs and they haven't done good things. I'm not saying that. I'm questioning Tony Mathis's. I'm questioning Tony Mathis's involvement with these people and why Tony Mathis is saying that this husband, the main president of this Mutt Motel, is capturing IP addresses for Tony. And I'm curious if the brewery is giving away food, is donated the food. Because hear me out. It's $25 for a full meal, a t-shirt, and a wristband. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe the brewery donated the food. And we all know that these t-shirts were donated. The bracelets were donated. So 100% of the proceeds are going to Michaela's Mutt Motel. So let's go back. They say they have michaelasmuttmotel.org. This is their website. So they do have a website. And if you look at these photos, does it not look like the same girl that adopted this little white dog over here and that adopted this dog and is over here with this dog? Or is it just me? The brewery doesn't have food? Are you sure? Since our inception in 2022, well, it's funny. See, it looks like they got awards and stuff, so I don't know why their license is expired. Michaela began fostering dogs in 2016 while serving in the U.S. Army. Because of her effort and hard work, does she know Julia? Does she know Julia? Shouldn't a 501c have a tax ID number? Absolutely it should. Is there an address? About us. Let's go to About Us. A nonprofit operating in Clarksville. We rescue dogs from shelters all over the United States, including Montgomery County, Christian County in Kentucky, Gwinnett in Georgia, Salem and Virginia, many others. Our founder and namesake, Michaela, had recently moved to Northern Virginia after seeing dozens of homeless dogs. Northern Virginia? They were in Clarksville. After seeing dozens of homeless dogs go up for adoption, partnering with local rescues, she began to help them find forever homes. It wasn't until about the 10th dog that the motel metaphor. So it's a metaphor. They just do it out of their homes. They call it a motel. So I know that some people were saying, oh, they don't have a physical motel. No, they don't. It's a metaphor. Given the short stay and the origin of their stories, we figured a short motel stay was the perfect symbol to show the transformation of these very important pups. Then they talk about that. They've hosted 250 dogs, she says. So they must do it at their house. So maybe that's why there's not an address. And they say they're by appointment only. So they probably don't want to give out their home address. Keezy, I know. It is weird. He found a way to wash his funds without taxes. This is an organized crime ring, in my opinion. Shit. Rico. Suave. Yeah, the website does look a little dodgy to me, too. It looks quite a bit dodgy to me. I mean, there's a lot of rescues that do this exact same thing. Microchips for mutts. Coffee company. Then they have mutts and mochas. They're going to bring the dogs, whatever. August 24th. And they have Sebastian's thing here, the 24th as well. So they have an event until 11 a.m. on Saturday. And then they have Sebastian's at 2. They're part of a radio station. So I think they do. Look at this one's at the Fallen Brewery too. So they must work with the Fallen Brewery on their events. Because look, Rough Life Resort, Michaela's Mutt Motel, and the Fallen something. Barktoberfest. Barks and Brews. It's a that's cool. A pet-friendly event that features a plethora of vendors, food trucks, DJ with live music, silent auction, owner, pet-related contests, and more. This year, the event will be benefiting Michaela's Mutt Motel and the Montgomery County Angel Fund. No, their income was not too high for a nonprofit. Not even close. Not even close. I mean, there's nonprofits that bring in billions. But this picture reminds me of Steph. I hate to say that, but it reminds me of the pictures that Steph. I didn't call them. I posted on their Facebook. And I'm not that quick to jump to it being legit because Tony Mathis is saying that this man is running IP addresses. And I guess until I get an explanation on that, I'm sus of this. And I'm sus of, how Tony is saying 100% of the proceeds are going to this nonprofit organization. So how are they providing a meal at this brewery if the brewery doesn't involve food? Food trucks, so you can bring their own. So they're bringing their own food in, not knowing how many people are coming. Yeah, anything involving Tony, you have to side eye. And he said they were legit. We always have to think the opposite, right? I love the idea, but I don't like people that use these types of things to do nefarious things behind the scenes. Do they not show how much is raised? No. Fuck no. But look at this little guy. He's got some of the money, money, money. They have a P.O. box. Michaela's Mutt Motel, P.O. Box 30022. Clarksville. They got PayPal, Chewy, and Amazon. Yeah, who's making, right? Is it Crockpot Meals? Cooter Crockpot Meals? Good morning, Mrs. Smith. You're on top of their lies. They don't like it. Exactly. Well, I get it from their own mouth. I get it from their own mouth. So, I mean, anybody can make a logo like this on Canva. Anybody can lift stock pictures. It's not hard to do. It really isn't. To make a generic website like this, it's not hard to do. And I'm not saying it's legit, and I'm not saying it's not. But when Tony Mathis is involved, it's not a good look. And I hope that someone will alert them, because I didn't have a way to message them on Facebook. Transparency part? Okay. Okay, they have their stuff, but what I'm saying is, I don't know why they only have quarter one. Where's quarter two? April, May, June, because their shit's expired now. I get that. I get what you're saying. I know that they've run legitimately, but I'm questioning A, what they're doing for Tony Mathis and why, and B, why their shit's expired. And Tony's going to ruin this. If this is legitimate, Tony is going to single-handedly ruin them with what he's doing. I mean, this is nothing. But this is one quarter. Where's the second quarter of 2024? Software and apps. I wonder if that will go up the next quarter. if they're doing shit for Tony. Because I heard that they're doing all this on apps now. On Signal. On Signal. They're on Signal because it can't be traced and saved like the text messages were. They got $12,000 in donos just in the first quarter of 2024. Y'all think that's chump change? Y'all think that's chump change? Shit. 12 grand in one quarter? I'd love to see these, after this event. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's that. Anyways. And I'm not saying they haven't done their shit, but I'm wondering why they're no longer active. Oh, so this is Peanut. Brad has a right here. And here, where's Yip Yip? Where the fuck is Yip Yip? Can she not read their own bios? Yip Yip, you're an idiot. You're a Yip Yip idiot. Brad Lambert holds a bachelor's degree in information assurance and minor in mobile development from Capella University and is currently pursuing his master's in information technology from Virginia Tech. His knack for numbers and order make him a fantastic guidepost for Michaela's Mutt Motel, information management, finances, and compliance. Brad guides Michaela's Mutt Motel in many areas, including fiduciary responsibilities, regulatory filings and compliance, technological innovation, and records management. That's not his job? Yep, get the fuck out of here. He's getting his fucking master's degree in information technology. Fuck directly off. He's the money man and he's the IT man. There you go. It's in black and white and you're still going to sit here and deny it. You're going to sit there and deny it. That's hilarious. You are an idiot. You're an idiot. Fucking idiot. I know everything about him. I did my homework. No, you didn't. You're in here spewing bullshit like you do in every other chat. Go back to Granny's. Go back over there and spew your bullshit. We don't want to hear. No one slammed them. I'm asking questions. Ding dong. FDO Cooter. I wish I had my soundboard because they're all going to fucking laugh at you. Yep. They're all going to laugh at you. Yep, must be on Tony's payroll. So then we have Dr. Hill, whatever. Michaela Lambert is the founder and president. She moved from Dayton, Ohio. She adopted Ace. She joined the Army in 2015, served for 8 years before medically retiring. She served for 8 years before medically retiring. Does she know Julia? Does she know Julia? During that time, she fostered over 100 dogs for different rescues. Michaela earned her associates in medical lab technology. Shortly before retiring from the Army, she decided it was time to start her own rescue. She opened the Mutt Motel May 1st, 2022, and hasn't looked back. Well, Tony's about to fucking change that. He's going to ruin this. If it is legitimate, yep, you should probably let her know that shit's going to get real. Right? Because Tony's a fucking criminal. He's paying Bullhorn Betty to do shit, and now we've got this. And he's drugged them into it if they're innocent. Okay? So there you go. There's their bios. Y'all can go look at it yourselves. It's Michaela's Mutt Motel.org. If they have gotten themselves into something with Tony, I would not hold it against them. But yeah, Julia popped up yesterday. Julia popped up yesterday after I showed the screenshot of her saying that Chris, Seth, and Katie were all done. We're all involved. Oh, look, they have a dog named Eeyore. How convenient. Is that named after Seth? Yeah, she emailed Truth, and he told her not to contact him again, I guess. Look it's Eeyore. Is anybody looking for your son, Seth? Just me. Oh, yeah, she's still out there. Poor Eeyore. Rest in peace, Eeyore. Eeyore is much, much cuter than Seth. You sent me an email with the video on this event. What happened to all the warrants she supposedly got? Can I no, I don't want to reverse. I don't want to do that live, note to self. Because I don't know if these people are aware of what's going on. He did casual art. That's funny because Betty just loves playing Chris's lives about D. Warner, thinking that that has anything to do with Sebastian. I wanted to show you guys a couple other screenshots of interest. So this first one is just something that was posted on Facebook. It's just a screen cap of Katie's protection order. And all you can see in it is continue to stalk us. She is planning to riot with her bullhorn. There is an open/pending stalking investigation case number SCS 024 06477. This is a criminal investigation, y'all. This is a criminal investigation. Look. Sumner County Sheriff 024 06477. There is an open/pending stalking investigation. The detective working this case has Andra Griffin's information as they have her pertinent data. She is dangerous and that's all you can see. So there's a pending stalking investigation. And that's probably why they were granted without her showing up. She is planning to riot with her bullhorn. She is dangerous. Pending open stalking investigation. I'm wondering if there's not a warrant or something sealed until she's served. Right? I wonder if they were just waiting on her to hike her ass there. If it's pending and open, no, I won't be able to see that case. Only the detectives would be able to see that case. It's not a public file. Yeah, we could all fill in the blanks. That's all, folks. Yeah, I mean, this is a criminal investigation alongside of the 4 ROs. Don't forget him saying Bullhorn Betty and him are good friends. That's his sister. The case number is SCS 024-06477. SCS 024-06477. Okay, so now the next screenshot is just showing who the host is. I'm kind of all over the place. She has court with Katie and the Bower Sox. Then she has court with Chris on the 29th. This is the host of The Run, which is Jaden's mom. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, Jaden and his mom walked away from Seth, blah, blah, blah. No, they didn't. I don't think there would be a docket yet if it's a pending open investigation. There's no charges been filed yet. They're investigating it, right? Well, let's talk about the IP addresses for a second. We also have a fake tip line email, right? So how anonymous is your fake tip line email? That's what I want to know. Oh, we'll get into these. I have the text between Trevor Lee and Tony. We'll get into that in a second. But let's talk about this for 1 second here. Let's think about the fake tip line. Yes, because Chris Proudfoot filed his RO yesterday. There's 15 days between the day you file and your hearing. So yes, she goes on the 29th for Chris. That's the first date. She's going for the second date with the Bower Sox and Katie on the 22nd. But let's think about this. We have a fake tip line set up with an email address. What are they going to do with those emails? Because Seth says they still have tips coming in, right? Didn't he? Didn't he say there's tips coming in? Hey, Sly. I hate the dentist. Good luck at the dentist. Okay, hang on. Let's play this really fast. I don't want to forget anything. Okay, this is another clip I saved. Let's see what this one is. Oh, this is about his Seth's Electronics. Listen. Oh, you can't hear it? Okay, hold on. Thank you, Simplify.
Kind of stuff they took.
I think what they did, and I remembered him saying this the other night, but don't quote me on this. I think he got his stuff back, which would be, in my mind, which you would need to clear him. But I think there's still a couple of, maybe a Switch, maybe Sebastian's PlayStation. There's a couple things that they kept that, that Seth did not need back to, to operate his daily life. But other than that, Seth got all of his stuff back.
Do you know, do they take the Seth's friend, he goes by the name of Uncle Taco.
Cannot tell the father that they are any closer today than they were February 26th, then I think that he has the right to bring in other entities to help, like the Cold Case Foundation.
I agree.
Right. And so they told him he has to be cleared because like Chris McDonough does, I mean, is that just how it goes? Do you have to be cleared as innocent in there for them to help you?
100%.
Oh,
No, that's not true. That's not true. I think Chris just doesn't want to work with them. And I think that's what he's telling them. Right. PlayStation and Switch. Rumors Seth went to sleep on break for 2 to 3 hours. Heard he's like 30 minutes away from Sebastian's home. That's true, Lee. Tony said he fell asleep in his truck. Now, is it possible? Is it possible? No, it's not a cold case. The TBI just said the other day that Summer Wells isn't even a cold case. She's going to have 2 judges. Yep. And that woman looks like she don't play. Chris's judge looks like she don't play. I'd love for Bullhorn Betty to get in front of that judge and say, it doesn't matter if I bang the whole football team. I'd love to see that. Oh, I think they fully understand that they're interfering in an investigation. I think they fully understand that. They don't care. Working in a jail, you can't just leave on lunch. I don't know. Well, there was 2 PlayStations. There was Sebastian's and Seth's, right? And Sebastian had his own. And then he had the Switch. Yeah, I'm not sure. I've heard that you can't just leave. I don't know. I don't know how things work at the Davidson County Jail. I can tell you he didn't quit 2 days in. I can tell you that. I can tell you that because it's been a while, probably April-ish. I called the Davidson Correctional Center, whatever they call it, and they told me that he was still an employee, and that's all they could tell me. But he was not quitting in April, like he was not gone in April. Not all jails operate the same. I agree. I agree. Some are more strict than others and have different things. And you know, that jail actually is connected to like, you know, city offices and shit. Let's look at it on Google Earth. Let's go and look at it on Google Earth or Google Maps. Let's gray pubes it. And let's look what the surrounding area is like. Davidson County Correctional Center. So it's the Metro Davidson facility. Hang on, I'll share my screen with you in a minute. Give me a second. Okay, I found it. Okay, let's share this tab. Here we get. So we have the Nashville Downtown Detention Center. There's the parking garage. Can you guys see that little picture? Can't leave for lunches. They're all different though. Because I know in Michigan, there's the county jail that I lived in. They could leave for lunch. So I don't think that's true across the board. Betty thinks Seth would make a good sheriff. It's a county jail, not a prison, but each state or city is different. Where I live, they can leave for lunch. If Seth did, I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know. I know it's not like that across the board, though. But here is the detention center. Let's take a look. That's the jail right there. There's the parking garage. Hang on, let me make this bigger. I mean, there's cameras all over, right? On all these posts out here. Or is that the court? Fuck. It all looks like a jail, doesn't it? I hate county buildings. Is this the jail? What if he he said he fell asleep and he didn't? I'm not sure which one's the fucking jail. Definitely isn't that, right? I believe you have to drive underground to park. Look at Dark Horse. My son works in the county jail in Colorado and he meets me for lunch often. What if he was gone? Okay, but what if he was gone for 2 hours and just said he fell asleep? Oh. I didn't know that happened, Lee the Bee. Lee the Bee says probably reaching, but could this IP tech guy have anything to do with the Queen Bee versus Betty, where the attorney is saying someone tried to steal his identity? I didn't know that that happened. Yeah, he doesn't work in a prison. It's a county jail, right? I mean, this is literally like downtown, right? This is the public garage. Let's see. This is all public parking, though. Christina says, Davidson, you can leave for lunch. Wait. I saw on Metro Nashville Civil Service Commission, Seth was promoted from CO trainee to CO1 last year. Does he still work there? This is too long for FMLA or any PTO. Our county jail, you got to drive under to a Sallyport. And this jail is what? 27 minutes away from Hendersonville. Good thought. Let's do this. Here's the Metro Davidson Correctional. We're going to do directions to 1108 Stafford Court. I think that's their address. Right now, it would take 39 minutes. Now, when I did it on Sunday morning, it said 31. From doorstep to doorstep. Right now, at 10:18 a.m. on a Tuesday morning, it's 39 minutes. But it's 28 miles. It's like an overnight drunk tank. What if the reason is they can't clear him is because they do have him leaving the garage? We don't know what we don't know. If he fell asleep where he works, then the camera he said was watching would see him sleeping. What if he wasn't sleeping there, though? Tony did say he slept on for 2 hours, and Terry Lynn told me that he was missing from the cameras from 3 to 5. But yeah, traffic difference. But either way, it's 28 miles. Or so in the middle of the night, there'd be no traffic. Yes, he works at Davidson Correctional. If I was off today, I'd take a drive down 25 minutes at 3 a.m. Less than an hour. And I'm telling you, Terry Lynn told me. That's all open parking. Yeah, let me pull that up because I showed it the other day. Stupid BJ was saying it was 1 hour, 30 minutes from Clarksville to Hendersonville. Right, because she just goes off what people tell her. How would she have found that out? I don't know. She's friends with Mr. Jones, who works with Seth. She's friends with Mr. Jones's wife. What if he left to get snacks and fell asleep? Maybe that's what he told people, that he fell asleep. How do we know? We don't know what we don't know. In the middle of the night, no traffic, and people drive 90 miles an hour on I-65 at 3 a.m. Says crazy bitch. I don't think it's absurd at all, Artist Creek. Okay, Jenna. It doesn't matter. 2 hours is 2 hours. Even if it took them half an hour, that's only an hour. Seth said, of course he did. Seth always embellishes, doesn't he? Oh, I'm not done yet, you guys. We're just getting started here. I'm getting into my watch later list. Hmm. Hang on. I have so much saved that I feel like I'm forgetting something important. As a matter of fact, I know I am. Hold on. They're in the same house, different parts of the house. She heard a thud noise, but didn't go to see. Hold on, I'm trying to find the thing. What was going on with that alleged thud noise, and who was with him? Was there anyone with him at that moment? Or, bringing me to my next question, was Sebastian's mother the last person to see him? Oh, yeah. Was she the last one? I thought that was interesting. Okay, so you guys, did you guys notice that last night, yesterday, Court TV re-released Vinny's thing with Seth? Vinny's thing with Seth. Awesome. Awesome. You found the handbook, Cynthia. IGG, Cynthia. They re-aired that where Vinny says, was Sebastian's mother the last one to see him? Makes you think more about the date of the disappearance and the divorce date. Mm-hmm. Catfish, I respectfully disagree with you. I don't think Katie was the last to put eyes on him. There's 2 people in those flashlights videos. 2 people. 2. Are you sure that's where Seth works and not the Nashville downtown? That was the Nashville downtown detention center. And 6 o'clock on the way down for school Monday morning. That's when they went here. So Sebastian went to bed. They're in the same house, different parts of the house. She heard a thud noise, but didn't go to see him. But what was going on with that alleged thud noise, and who was with him? Was there anyone with him at that moment? Or, bringing me to my next question, was Sebastian's mother the last person to see him? Was she the last one? Was there someone else that came to the house that night? Or is there some other story? Our guests are still with us, Seth Rogers. Oh my God. Oh my God. Grady Judd just scared me. Thank you, Pine Needle. I was all listening to Vinny. Oh God, that scared me. Thank you, Pine. Oh shit. Scared the shit out of me. Thank you. Better yet, what if the jail inside cameras do not confirm the whereabouts of Seth? Therefore, they can't clear him. This scenario is more likely. I agree. What do you mean Chris McDonough is alluding? Davidson is not the same as downtown, but aren't they right by each other? Aren't they right by each other? Yeah, he's out there playing video games somewhere. I mean, if the distance is the same, that's kind of what we were looking at. But thank you for correcting me. Are you nuts? Why is the interview room Chris thinking that Seth hired someone to kidnap Sebastian? When did he say that? Y'all, Seth first came out and told he hadn't seen Sebastian since he kept him 2 weeks ago. Then Seth told he was at Sebastian's house Thursday night. No, Seth said he talked to him Thursday before he left. Oh, they're not near each other? Go see the interview with Vinny, and Chris M sounds like Chris M is changing his tune on Seth Rogers. Oh, I never watched the end of that one. I just watched where Seth and Tony were on it. Well, shit. Let's watch it. Let's watch it. Hang on, I'm looking. Is it on YouTube or just on their website? Now I'm confused. Because they re-put it out a day ago, right? Because someone was saying it was on Vinny's channel. Interview room took down. Oh, shit, Truth Seeker. You're kidding. Because he was on the Proudfoots. I don't see it on... I don't see it on their YouTube. And I thought I did. Oh, here it is. Yep, I found it.
Wix.
Do you guys have audio? Let me know.
Gives you the power of AI to build the website you need.
I'm Vinny Politan. The subject of my investigation is an awesome 15-year-old boy from Tennessee. His name is Sebastian Rogers. He's a child with autism.
Okay, let's skip and go to Chris M here at the end. Okay, here we go. I didn't watch this last part. The last 4 minutes. Okay, let's watch the whole second half of the video.
Walk away. Just leave home for whatever reason. To try to answer this question, let's bring in our experts, relationship trauma expert, psychotherapist, and CEO of Life Counseling Solutions. Dr. Janie Lacey is with me. Also joining me, former homicide detective and host of The Interview Room with...
It says Dr. Gary Brucato. He's all implanted into Vinny's show.
Chris McDonough. Chris McDonough is with us as well. Great to see you both. Chris, we'll start with you. What are your thoughts about this recording and the thoughts of the canines and their handlers following some scent somewhere?
Well, first of all, Vinny, the recording in of itself, and I was a dog handler from 1986 to 1989. And when a dog is on a track like that, is he picking up the scent of the boy headed towards that pond? Is that a possibility? Absolutely. It could be a possibility. So the investigation then would have to shift into the water resources in relationship to that pond to make sure they've checked that box.
Let me ask you, Dr. Jenny Lacey, this is a 15-year-old child with autism. We're asking the question, did Sebastian walk away? How do you analyze that issue, knowing a little bit about Sebastian, not a whole lot, but we know he's a child with autism. He's able to do things. He goes to school. He's still a teenager, and he has those teenage issues as well. A little bit of friction at home with mom. What are your thoughts about the prospects and trying to figure out whether or not this child with autism at age 15 would simply walk away from home?
Well, my thoughts, Vinny, would be we would want to collect as much past history as possible. So what was his normal habits? What were any circumstances where he would do things that would be out of his normal pattern? Who were the people who had the most access to him? And what would be some of their impressions, observations, if he tend to have normal habits, if he tend to have repetitive habits? So those would be some of the collection points that we would want to understand the observations, what was his habits, what were the things that people reported that was any type of strange behavior, because we know that past behavior can predict future behavior. So we want to look at some of those kind of pieces to see if the possibility for him to just walk out of his home and to some of these areas would be likely based off of his past indications of behavior or past observations from those that had access to him.
All right, Chris, from your perspective, trying to put together pieces and trying to figure out, did he or did he not just simply walk away from his home? What are some of the things that you're looking for, and what are some of the things that have been revealed that would be significant in trying to answer that question?
Well, the first thing, Vinny, is whenever a child goes missing, you have about 3 hours from a law enforcement perspective to react. And that means, shut the scene down, shut the house down, because, statistically across this country, there's what they call the victim risk continuum. And the lower the risk, the higher the probability that there was, some type of cross-germination to either a suspect and or, a risk activity that put the child in jeopardy. Let's use Elizabeth Smart for an example. She's sleeping in her room. All of a sudden, she disappears out of her house. But her sister remembered that it could have been the handyman. This was months later. So that showed that the investigation stayed at the home. In this particular case, you have mom who says, I saw him go to bed. I heard a thump. I went to bed. I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning. He's gone. Well, children just don't vanish. So what are the probabilities, based on what the doc just said, that could be reality? So as an investigation, you want to start in the house. You want to start with everybody in the house, everybody related to the house, and then search the neighborhood. And you'll be surprised with today's technology how the circle gets smaller, smaller, and smaller. So those are a couple of things that I think this investigation started. And it looks like they did a pretty good job based on the filming that I've seen.
Now, Sebastian's dad joined the Pascal Show on YouTube and discussed what law enforcement's dog handlers told him about the search for Sebastian.
One dog followed a scent out into a construction site and then it disappeared. Could you maybe expand on that or explain a little bit more about that?
One of the dog handlers told me first day,
wow,
Monday, that the dog popped to a trail and they followed it and went all the way around and it ended in a construction site, but it ended. It's like there was nothing there.
Right. And that's a little odd.
Which
right?
Leads me to believe that, well, if it ends, normally the scent ends when you stop traveling on foot. From my understanding, that would mean that he got into a car.
This is wild because I saved this exact, thank you for the photos, by the way. I saved this exact clip. I'm not shitting you. I'm going to show you right now that I had this on standby for this discussion. Check this out. I had the same fucking clip ready to show you. Look. Listen. Oh, shit. Hang on. No audio. Sorry. Anyways, I just wanted to show you that I had the same Jaybird! Jaybird, no sound. Sorry. I just wanted to show you guys I had the exact same clip. Hopefully you guys can hear this one.
Okay, let's follow up on that, Dr. Janie Lacey. If he ends up in a car, to me that means he would have been lured.
Okay, so Seth Rogers says the scent ends, and that tells me he got into a car. And then we've got the car, right? And then you have Bullhorn Betty talking about the car last night, too. Talking all about the flashlight video, et cetera, et cetera.
Out of that house in the middle of the night. What are your thoughts about the prospects of that? Someone like Sebastian, right? He has some special needs. He's a child with autism, being lured by someone, perhaps someone from online, and bypassing, not telling his mother, not telling his father, and being able to walk out of that house. What do you think it would take to lure Sebastian out of that home?
Well, we would want to consider his normal patterns of behavior, including who he had normal conversations with. Was he playing online, on games, and speaking with people he became familiar with? So we would want to look at that familiar patterns for him. And if potentially, as we know, a lot of teenagers do play games online and have online friends. So we would want to investigate and look at who was he regularly talking to or who he encountered, because based off of that information, if he potentially was lured and he got into a vehicle, we would probably want to make some assumptions that there probably was some familiarity, and unless there's some evidence of struggle, which it doesn't sound like there is. So I would be looking at his attachments or his familiar patterns when it comes to people he was commonly communicating with, playing games with, or just potentially who he would consider friends. And a lot of teens consider people they meet online as friends. So that would be a path that we would want to follow.
I want to take a listen to what his dad told me on a previous program about Sebastian just walking out of the house.
It doesn't seem like my son at all. He would never leave my house in the middle of the night barefoot. And if he did, he wouldn't. He wouldn't. We've left in the middle of the night. There's been times that we've gone fishing in the middle of the night. We plan that sort of stuff. But him walking out the door in the middle of the night, no. It's not something he would do. It's something he's never done on me.
Chris, for him to walk out in the middle of the night, I think it would take him to be lured by someone. And if that's the case, there would seemingly be some digital trail and perhaps a physical trail of that.
Yeah, absolutely, Vinny, and you're 1,000% correct in this. And that digital footprint by this point, we're almost 6 months into this, and let's also take into consideration we have a child on the spectrum scale. He's on medication, so. If he's lured out of that house, then, the suspect is taking a risk, number one. Within a very short period of time, if the victim starts to have withdrawals or anything on that medication, that's a huge problem to manage if you've just kidnapped this child. The second piece of this, to that digital footprint question, is if the authorities have looked at that digital footprint and said, okay, it just doesn't exist, then you have to go back to the house and you have to start looking at all of what we call the victimology of each and every individual that is in that home or had access to that home, and then start dissecting this case from there.
All right, our guests are staying with us. When we come back, have to ask another question, and this is a tough one. Will Sebastian ever be found?
There is no evidence to support foul play is involved in the disappearance of Sebastian.
At this point, you don't rule it out?
We're not ruling anything out.
One of the most successful true crime TV shows ever.
This is crazy.
Anything.
Only on Court TV.
I'm not part of the investigation, and they don't have to let me know anything, which they don't let me know anything.
I'm not part of the investigation. I'm not part of the investigation. Listen to this. We got to slow this down. So they don't tell me anything. They're not going to tell me anything. They don't tell me anything. So I've got to trust law enforcement because I'm in it myself.
And they don't have to let me know anything, which they don't let me know anything. I'm in law enforcement myself, so I've got to trust the procedure. I got to trust that if everything is followed by the procedure, and everybody's doing what they're supposed to do, that there will be a positive outcome. and my son will be found. I don't understand. They haven't came up with anything. Why they're not asking for higher powers to help.
A level of frustration. I think you heard it there from Sebastian's father, Seth Rogers. Communication with law enforcement, but law enforcement in this case, where are they in the investigation? What evidence is there? I want to go back and take a listen to one of the original press conferences in this case right after Sebastian went missing. And at these press conferences, a lot of times you'll hear different things. Sometimes they'll show you a photo of a car that they're looking for or something else. Listen closely to what they did say.
There is no evidence to support foul play is involved in the disappearance of Sebastian.
But at this point, you don't rule it out?
We're not ruling anything out.
At this point, we don't have any evidence. There is not any kind of an indication that there is a criminal element involved. But we are keeping options open. We don't know what has happened. We don't know where Sebastian is right now. So we are pursuing any and all avenues.
I'm Millie, a content creator, coach, and business owner. If I had to start my business from zero, I would have
no evidence of foul play. Like, you could end the sentence, I think, a little quicker. Like, no evidence is what they're saying. A 15-year-old boy disappears. No evidence. Brings me to my final question. This is a tough one. Will Sebastian ever be found? If you've got no evidence, how do you find him? Let me bring back in my guests. Still with us, Dr. Janie Lacey and Chris McDonough. Dr. Janie Lacey, I want to start with you first, which is the toll that this takes on a family, on a father, when you're not getting communication from the people who are in charge of finding your missing son, and you hear the words, no evidence. How much more difficult does that make all of this?
Well, there's no doubt that Dad has lots of frustration. There's probably a lot of unanswered questions, and just the unknown factor can continue to stress out someone's body, his body, where he's probably up at night, ruminating, constantly thinking back his last conversations and just replaying everything, the anxiety.
Crimes, I just want to say you have to take into consideration, okay? Maybe that would be where my mind would directly go at this point, is Katie was the last one to see him, right? She told him to go to bed at 9, and he did. She heard a noise, right? But other than that, she didn't go in his room, as far as we know, right? But crimes and consequences, Jerry, you can't forget that there was 2 flashlights outside of their home 6 hours after Katie said he went to bed. Explain that. Explain that. If Katie is the one that did this, explain the 2 flashlights and the activity outside of Sebastian's home at 3 a.m. Somebody was there. Somebody was in his backyard. You don't believe the 3 of them, says Angela, but you can't forget that there was activity out there. Now, if that activity didn't exist, fine. He went to bed, his light went off, and he was never seen after that. No lights went on, none of that. But we have the light going on and off. We have 2 people with flashlights. We've got Vinny asking over and over, was Katie the last one to see him? We got Terry Lynn telling me he was missing from camera. Asking me to enhance my video to see if that's Seth walking with Sebastian. There was activity. There was someone parked that didn't want to be seen. And Seth admits, I know that neighborhood. I know that neighborhood. I know exactly what camera that was from. And they showed him the video of the trash truck. And they showed him in the day and in the night. They may not have showed him that clip. They may not have showed Seth the clip that Nick leaked. You catch my drift? They may have showed him a fucking trash truck. Are you guys picking up what I'm laying down?
Right, the fear. But what I also heard in his interview with you is his hope and him staying focused and him not giving up and him continuing to use his own resources and hiring a private investigator. Those types of things, as long as he's staying focused on his hope and knowing that his son is out there, that alone is going to keep his drive there. But we know that the support that he needs, the resources that he needs, and to continue to keep this story and his son front and center can provide some hope and some relief as far as that he's not alone in this this journey to find his precious Sebastian.
Chris McDonough, you have so much experience in this area. Give us the honest answer right now on where you are based upon what we know and what we've heard in this case. Will Sebastian ever be found?
You know, Vinny, I have hope like you and everyone else that's a possibility. Statistically, 6 months into this, unless he did walk out that door on his own accord, that possibility, gets lower and lower. One of the things I would love to see the investigation do is take that shift in relationship to father, the biological father, Seth. If he's at work, they have him on video, if his truck's on video, et cetera, and they can verify and know that's a possibility, then tell the public. Okay? You have to tell the public what your steps are so that if you think of a gigantic puzzle of, let's say, the Statue of Liberty, and you're missing 5 or 6 pieces, the public will fill in that extra piece, okay? Because right now, the public doesn't know. When they hear we have no evidence, the public wants to help. And that's who the investigation needs to focus on. Because again, if we go to just the fact this child needs medication, well, who's managing that medication on board? There's one other huge piece of evidence potentially why they may be keeping him in the circle. In the back neighborhood behind the house, there is, my understanding, a video of potentially a vehicle back there. And there may be, some connection to the house, to that vehicle. I don't know whose vehicle that is, but maybe the authorities are thinking, hey, did the father hire somebody, et cetera, to get the kid out of here because it's a custody problem? That's pure speculation.
Ooh, he straight up said it. Oh, damn. Maybe the authorities are I don't know whose vehicle that is, but maybe the authorities are thinking, did the father hire someone? Thank you, Cynthia.
Some connection to the house, to that vehicle. I don't know whose vehicle that is, but maybe the authorities are thinking, hey, did the father hire somebody, et cetera, to get the kid out of here because it's a custody problem? That's pure speculation at this point.
And Uncle Taco told me that Seth did not tell him for 2 weeks. Uncle Taco said it took 2 weeks for them to find out that Sebastian was even missing. What do you guys think of that? Weird. We've got the employee guide, page 51D. Let's go to page 51. Pattern of tardiness in reporting for work or returning from a meal break or leaving early. So that says that they are allowed to leave that jail. Good work. Good work. Thank you for that. I'm going to look through this. Thank you so much. Interesting.
On my behalf. However, that would keep him in the circle and keep that minimal flow of information away from him if that was a possibility.
Now, at one point in the search for Sebastian, a volunteer group recovered glasses many believed to be his. That wasn't until law enforcement released a statement refuting that hopeful notion. And let me read it for you. Important announcement. Attention, everyone. We want to clarify that the eyeglasses recently found are not related to Sebastian Rogers.
Yeah, and that's when Seth said there was hardly any damage to those glasses.
The search operation plan for today has been in the works for several days. We appreciate your cooperation and understanding, because that was a big part of this case and a big part of when you see Sebastian, you see the glasses, and glasses were found. And it raised a lot of hopes at the time, but law enforcement did in fact go public with it. Dr. Janie Lacey, if Sebastian is out there somewhere, we only have about 30 seconds here, but what do you think is going through his mind if he's being held somewhere?
Especially if he's not having his resources as medication, there's probably confusion, right? There's probably a deterioration in his physical symptoms because of the stress level. So there's probably just a lot of confusion if he is out there and he's being held and not knowing what's going on and not familiar with his surroundings or the people who he's there. He'll be scared, he'll be fearful. Yeah.
Well, Dr. Janie Lacey and Chris McDonough, I want to thank you both for joining the investigation tonight, your insight.
No, they weren't Sebastian's glasses. That's why they just said that there was the release that they weren't. But when Vinny asked Seth about them in a previous interview, he said, oh, there was very minimal damage. Well, they were found in the road, right? See, the glasses were not related. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, Cynthia. Let's look at this. So interesting that Chris McDonough straight up said the authorities might be thinking the dad had someone take him. Oh, Lord have mercy. Seth said he did not give him his medicine, right? So this is from the sheriff's office, their handbook. And it says review of leave usage and attendance problems. So if this could be a problem, obviously you can do it, right? Pattern of tardiness in reporting for work or returning from a meal break. I'm not saying he got in trouble for that. I'm saying, obviously, if you can get in trouble for it, if there's a rule for it, you can leave, right? Bye, Christina. The glasses were found in the road by the Bauer socks. Yeah, the bagged and tagged stuff. Right, no worry about the meds. Mm-hmm. It was a great find. Thank you, Cynthia. I'm surprised they let him come back. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Okay, let's switch gears back to this. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place, I feel like, but I want to show you guys the pictures of the jail. The outside of it. Is this employee parking? It looks like it could be. Davidson County Male Correctional. There's the main doors. Look at how these people are just parked. It doesn't look all that organized to me. Look, they have barbecues out here and shit. There's a fire pit to have a fucking pig roast. Wow. Oh, look, it says Lee. As if that's not creepy. It's pretty small, huh? It's dinky. What do you guys think? What you thinking about this? The planted fake glasses were found by the Bauer Sox house? Yes. Yes. I wouldn't think there would be a parking garage. All those cars out there. Thank you, Lori. I appreciate you being here. I'm thinking Seth's in over his head. It is dinky. Look how small it is. I mean, I lived in a small a county with like small towns and stuff, and our correctional facility, like our jail, is big. I mean, they got little sitting areas out here. I don't think they're captive inside. This looks like where like employees could sit and shit out here. Don't you think? And especially if there's a rule that if they don't come back from breaks or lunch on time, that they can get in trouble. So that tells me they can fucking leave. Smoking areas, Brooks? Or Brooke? Yeah. We don't know what we don't know. Is there any parking near that area? I don't know what I don't know. Let me see. Okay, I've got Gray Pubes is over here helping me out. Let's share our screen. Seth isn't in over his head. He's completely complicit in everything he does. But I think that things might be closing in, y'all. It's just a hunch. Just a hunch. I mean, oh no. Doesn't sound good. Chris McDonough doesn't usually put shit out there like that and then, you know, not have a reason for it. And I'm not saying I know a lot of you guys don't like him, but it's only been, you know, I mean, you have to give time. Investigations take time. If he's not here and they can't prove he was here, they have to prove where he was. They can take his electronics and see where he was. So this is the male correctional facility we were just looking at. Here's the aerial view. The Last Minute Toy Store. The fuck is that? Yeah, this place is right across the street from the other place I was looking at. Okay, so if you look here, this is the main jail where my pointer is. That's the male jail right across the street. I was right across the street. It's the same distance from Hendersonville. It doesn't make a difference. It's a jail. Oh, it says prison. Fuck if I know. I think it's county jail, though, because it's sheriff. See, there's... Hold on. Go to this. Jesus, look at this website. I can't. That gives me anxiety. Oop, back to here. So let's put our little guy down here and see what this area looks like over here. Look at animal control right here next to it. So this is the road that goes around the jail. There's the jail. We can zoom in. Right. I don't have Facebook because I'm not on there. There's the jail yard. See the prisoners out there getting rec time? Oh, am I on the wrong side of the road? Crazy. Do I need to go over here? Oh, he works where these awnings are. My bad. This is his place of business right here. Sorry about that. Over here. This would be the grounds of Seth. And this is an image from, March of 2016. It's old. March of 2016. So if we go down the road here, this is it. It's run by a private company, not the county. So the sheriff's office is not the county? I don't get it. How can it be the wrong? It says Davidson County Male Correctional Facility. That's not it? It's okay. Everybody does that. There's always blind spots in jails where cameras don't see. Mm-hmm. It's a county jail. That's what I thought. This is the right place, right? The male correctional. Because I was over here, Metro Davidson County Detention Facility. County. Davidson County Male Correctional Development Center. It's a county jail. I don't know who runs it. Okay, I don't know about that. I'm not looking at who runs it. I'm just looking at where it is. It says county, Davidson County Male Correctional Development Center. That tells me it's run by the county. Their website is nashville.gov. I don't know what you mean. Yeah, we saw that on the jail camera of Sandra Massey. They open the door and you can't even see in there because the camera gets blocked. But does it matter who runs it? See, now you're saying it's Metro Nashville. It's Metro Davidson right here. And then Davidson County Mail. Now y'all got me all over the place with these correctional facilities. Regardless, they're right across the street from each other. Does it really even matter? I mean, it's all the same vicinity. You pull in here and you're at both jails. I just don't really think it matters which one. I don't see a parking garage anywhere. I mean, they're building over here. This is in 2014. I don't know what the fuck this place looks like now. But it doesn't look to be all that big. And there's plenty of cars just parked about, no matter where he works, whether it's this side or this side. Look at all the parking and shit. I don't know what the fuck he did. I think it's small too. The ones where I lived in Michigan were way bigger than this. Like stories and stories and stories. Then the Metro one is the first one we looked at. that you guys told me was not the right one. Davidson County is the sheriff's department that runs in all these jails. His LinkedIn says Davidson County Sheriff's Office, but that could be any of these jails. I mean, I just don't think his parking is all that fucking secret. Like, oh, on camera every 24/7. I don't believe that. Especially if they can leave this complex. He wouldn't even have to stay there because they're allowed to freaking leave. What's this place? The juvenile? Correctional Services Center. So this whole circle is the Davidson County Correctional. Did he work in the bay where they pulled the cars in? No clue. He's never fucking said. He's never talked about work. He's never talked about work. But if you take this Izell Pike, you go all the way around in a circle around all of these county buildings. Look, here's another one. It's a whole complex right there, if that's where he works. What's this, a fire department? Yeah, see, this is all county buildings right here. There's a fire department. Look how little it is. Nashville Fire Department, station number 4. Look how little. You know what I'm saying? But this is definitely their little county hub. Where the jail is, probably the court. All that stuff. That's blocked out for whatever reason. But, I mean, you can see it's the whole freaking complex. It is dinky. Well, maybe they're trying crimes. I mean, that stuff takes time. They have time. They have to get subpoenas. They have to get warrants. They have to get subpoenas. They have to get warrants. They have to get the information back from the companies. Then they have to analyze said information. I mean, that shit doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen overnight. We have to be patient. Because, I mean, if he truly was here, look at, this is a jail guy. Look at, he's going for a walk. Look. Look, he's going for a walk. They can't leave. I don't know. I don't know. There's a bus stop right here. I mean, it looks pretty damn, cash. This is the Metro Davidson County Detention Facility here. And then over here is the male facility, where someone said he worked. I don't know which facility he works at. Look, he just got off the bus. Oh, shit. I wanted to read that sign and they got it blurred out. Oh, yeah. He knew exactly what house in the neighborhood that camera came from, too. Yeah, I know there's the downtown one, but someone said that wasn't where he worked. So that's why I went over here instead, because I was told he worked at this male one. He claims he went and slept he fell asleep in his truck, right? Tony said that. Tony said that, though. Which is crazy. Why would you say that? You're basically admitting that he was absent from work for a couple hours. And then Terry Lynn's telling me the same thing. It's weird, right? Correctional Development Center. Here's the main entrance of the all-male place. Good morning, Sarah. I know I hate the pictures, but it looks like they built something over here. So. Not in the bathroom, so technically his alibi adds up. However, he was on camera for 2 hours. If he's in the bathroom, he's still at work, burner phone. So Seth fell asleep in car while this happened. How is this the first time I'm hearing this? Because Tony just said it on Brittany J's the other night. And maybe, yeah, I mean, maybe they're trying to find Sebastian. I don't know. No, definitely not, Mrs. Fletcher. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. This whole case is crazy. I hate it. He said he was in the garage on break. Doesn't look like they have a parking garage unless he works at the downtown one. They did have a parking garage there. Maybe he had someone pick him up and take him to Seth's truck at work. I'm really getting nasty cringe vibes from this case. The longer the shift, the longer the lunch break, also in the handbook I sent. So he worked 12-hour shifts. You know, I'm sorry, crimes that I accused you of watching, Betty. Oh, thanks, Kels. She said the sign that was blurred out said reserved for sheriff's office employees only. Interesting. So whose car was he using? Neighbor seen Seth's truck at K's. K&P's the same week Sebastian went missing, like all week. I don't know about that. I don't know who saw car. I don't know who would have seen the cars, and I don't have that information. Unfortunately. But I am going to show you again, because I hear Terry Lynn is lying again. Why she keeps fucking lying on me, I don't know. But it needs to stop. Miss 931, where are you? Shit makes me sick, man. It makes me sick that I even have to do this. I hate showing texts. I don't do this shit. But she keeps lying about it. So we have to show them. Watch Julia crawl out of the woodwork now. Hold on. This is when Julia is telling Terry Lynn that the Bauer socks are going to be served. I have a warrant for inside the unit. Look at this, June 4th, from Julia to Terry Lynn and her friend Erin. I have a warrant for inside the unit. Max won't. He has to go through Sumner County. I'm federalized. I know this is all frustrating, but I have a system for what I'm doing. And I'm not ghosting anyone, I swear. Happy belated. I just got my deputation memorandum. Just waiting on the judge to sign the warrant list. I sent it last night. One of the marshals I'm working with said to definitely wait for that to come back. Otherwise, as expected. Okay, let's keep going up here. She sends me this. Oh, wait. Maybe this is the wrong fucking number. Because she's got 2 numbers, y'all. Ugh, So annoying. Is it this one? She sent me a bunch of shit. Look at, there's the mattress pad. There's the mattress. Can you guys see this? Fuck, you can't. There it is. Let me remove this. There's the mattress pad. One of Terry Lynn's findings. She said she was getting warrants for the Proudfoot's house. Yeah, she did post yesterday. Let's see if she comes out of the woodwork again. I'm telling, okay, here. This is it. Okay. Where the fuck did it go? So she says about the cop. This son of a bitch wouldn't get in the water. This is May. I'm going to watch you find these pants. What department was that? She said this son of a bitch wouldn't get in the water. Then May 4th. Did you get the garbage info I sent? I'm going to get the other stuff today. I found the one thing that scared JLR hanging out of a barn. So sorry it's taking me so long. Da da da. And this damn PR man Seth hired, he should have checked out. He needs to stop hiring these dumbass people. Today, I'm just on fire. I'll be listening. And I was live. She says, Jay, pause. That's a goddamn lie. Seth is about to piss me off. I don't remember what this was about. I said, oh, this is BS. She goes, listen. And he said, and don't you say nothing, but he said it was that bitch's sister. Sorry, mother's sister. I said, no way. I don't remember what that was about. I was like, what the fuck? Now we don't know her? I'm getting angry with the lies. I will find it and send where he said, that looks like fucking Katie's mom's sister. Oh, this is the picture that was supposedly Sebastian. Remember Seth said, oh yeah, it does look like him. She's saying that Seth said it was Katie's mother's sister. And then Seth did an interview and said he didn't really know her. Remember? And Terry Lynn texted me about that, and she was like, what the fuck? Now he doesn't know her? Yes, the sighting. The sighting. I will find it and send where he said it looks like fucking Katie's mom's sister. I'm over him talking out of both sides when he fucking goes on one show and says another thing and another thing on another. He told me as well as fucking Laura and Karen. I know who Karen is, but I don't know who Laura is. But she's saying Laura and Karen were also told by Seth that looked like Katie's aunt. Katie's aunt. And Seth told Vinny it took him 45 minutes that morning, by the way. I'm still going to keep searching for this baby, but I'm about to lose my shit on him. I told him, you told me, and Laura, that was fucking Katie's aunt. So fuck it. Wait, did he just say he had no signal, but he knew about the pants I found? I said, yes, because he's lying. And she's like, wait, did he just say he had no signal at that time, but he knew about my pants? Right? So he's saying, oh, I knew about the pants, but I didn't have signal. And I said, yes, I am telling you on my kids, I did not have any convo with him when I found those britches. I'm going to get what I need for you today. I have to get some things for these 40 tick bites. Then I'm cursing him out. Okay. I know that is Seth's house, the voice you heard. I'm livid. That whore. I heard the voice and I put, who? She goes, oh, call me when you get a chance. I'm calling and cussing him out and her out. I'm fucking killing myself searching and he ain't done a goddamn thing. I'm ducking livid. And I put, oh my God, with the big eyes. Are y'all following this? CE, no. Are you following me? I know, legendary. What about the bagged and tagged? I know. I hate when people swear on their kids. I know. I put, oh my God, with the big eyes. I never spoke to him when I found those pants. There was no size. They were teens youth. Fit the description. His mom was watching and she knew I found them and sat way until dark for the sergeant to actually get there because the cop wasn't getting wet nor making his creases fucked up. No. Turlinskin. His boss told him not to get in the water, that she was on her way. Saturday, May 4th. He fired her, whoever that is. Clue is kin to Chris. I'll send you the info. Her name is Ricky. Really? LOL. I'm like, yeah, really? Cool. I got the 411. Obviously, I wasn't all over that. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to know who these people are. See the bait? She wanted me to go live and go, oh, Clue's related to kin to Chris, and you know, her name's Ricky. She wanted me to say shit about Clue. This shit's dirty. Dirty. I don't understand why Terry Lynn's so invested in this case. I mean, glad she's trying to find him, but I never seen someone not a parent. So money, money, money. Money gets people very invested, Angela, very quickly. When she has her own fucking channel. Right. Right. Two-faced. Pretending to be fucking Seth's friend and my friend. Trying to bait me. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm like, huh, okay. Right? Yesterday, I stopped at a friend's that has celebrities he works with. Listen to this. I asked if he would help me out to bring awareness. He said he would work on it. Yes, they are in the music industry. And then last night, he brought up what I had said. I sent you pics from my other phone. Whatever. Then she sent me shit about Steph. And then this is where we get the mattress thingy. I don't know whatever happened with this. If Ellie got this. Whatever happened with this? Did law enforcement like take this thing? Does anybody know if they took it? Oh, no, Julia's not Michaela. Not at all. Sick that people do this and spend their time doing this. Then this Aaron sends a group text. Hi, girls. Just checking in. That's the girls are Julia and Terry. And then that's where Julia says she was deputized. She got her memorandum. Then July 7th. I've got to tell you what I haven't said. Where did the June ones go to? That must have been on the other phone. You are welcome to use the videos I'm uploading, and I'm sorry you feel that way. I did defend you. And then she's got, I never even played these. This is showing the weather and the command center. I don't know why she sent me these. I've never even played them till now. So you guys are getting a bird's eye view of what Turlinskin sent me. The weather and the command center. It was raining. They were searching in the rain. She's trying to show me there was no snow, I think, at that time. Cars that were there, pick from video. I'll upload them. These were the cars at the command center, I guess. And that was when I basically told her off. She sent me these videos and said I could use them after she talked shit about me in her live. And I said, why are you still texting me after what you said last night and blocked me from your channel? Just curious, Terry Lynn. Then I showed her all the shit that was being said in her chat. I said, just to name a few. Friends, LOL. Don't reach out to me again. Blocked. I was done. Done. I found their website, Brown Eyes. We looked at it. Let me get that other one back up. Because that was June when she said about the damn, yeah, about him missing. Yep, here it is. All right, let's share this. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. I'm kind of in slow mode today. All right. This is where it gets interesting. This is the other phone I would be texted from, okay? So here I am, June 10th. I sent this. Tony Mathis lets it all hang out. This is what I sent her. Oh, that's the peen video. She puts the laughing face. But then I started to become friendly with Granny. J, fuck Granny. See this? J, fuck Granny. June 10th. I don't know what we were talking about that day. Yeah, she was the one talking about Chris being at a poker party. She's lying. She's lying. Even Seth said that Chris was in Memphis. We don't know if they used luminol. We don't know what they did. The only one that says they didn't use luminol is Bullhorn Betty. The cops have never said what they've used in the house. Jay, fuck Granny. I have intel. I can give it to you or I'll use it. Just use it, bitch. She never did. Her intel. She's not lying. This is the shit that makes people not want to speak. I still love you, though. I just have more facts. I said we didn't think she was lying at all. I love her. She's great. That was about Binocular Bobby. She tried to cover her ass in BJ's, saying she knows a coworker of Seth who told her Seth was missing from the jail. Yet she says she never verified the coworker. Just passes Jay the info to run. Well, she's really good friends with Mr. Jones, who works with Seth. So that says it right there. Bing fucking bong. This has all been passed on to the TBI. So if one of Seth's partners at work knows that he wasn't there, they're going to be asked about it. But the cops may know that he's missing from camera. That may not be news to the cops, but it may be news to the public. Be right back, guys. I'm going to go grab something to drink. I know, Ganja. It's crazy. She was, who's Folly? Axel Foley? Dun, 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 dun. Hold on. Mama. Okay. Thank you for that, guys. We don't know what LE found or did not find on those jail cameras. Coke Zero time. You guys ready for your Coke Zero ASMR? Too many behind the scene text messages that people aren't reporting either, in my opinion. Yep. And a lot of these, I was just like, you know what? She's just sending me bullshit just to see what I'll run with, like baiting me with clues and info, you know, wanting me to be the one to put that stuff out. I said, we didn't think she was lying. June 10th. Girl, the shit I just found. Katie's senior photo. They all tried to make it look old. I'd like to see if Seth makes his K's that way. One line, one line, one line. We're going to do, we need a handprint or handwriting analysis. They are always doing that to me. I know. That's why I'm not going to turn in every little text I get to the law enforcement. But doesn't that look like something that was newer and they tried to make it look dirty? I'd love to have that in my hot little hands with something that Seth wrote. Because he went around the other side of the house, Casey. We know where the dog tracked his scent from the front door, around the side of the house, across the yard diagonally, and over to the construction site. And then it disappeared. Yeah, Cynthia, I agree. I don't know. That's what she said, I guess, on Brittany's. That's where she got the information. Interesting.
Creep Town, dude.
Thank you for subscribing, Hannah. Maybe it's possible Chris and Katie really did think he ran away. And Katie said, why did he walk out that door? Exactly. Exactly, waking up and your kid's gone. But then they go quiet. Did law enforcement tell them? Is that why they're quiet? Does law enforcement have an idea? But this does not look like something from Katie's senior year. It looks written recently and then just kind of gotten dirty. But I'd love to know how Seth makes his Ks. That's a very unique way to do one line, one line, one line. And then down here, the H is interesting as well. The line and then this. And then the P is also interesting how it's written. The way they make their art. I mean, all these things can be identifiers. And a lot of men make their Ks with those 3 lines. I'm just saying. Right. That's why there's no reward fund. Ellie may know more. Yes. Yep. It's interesting nonetheless, right? Then she sends me her live so that I know she's live. Want me to share it probably. I said on June 11th, since you talked to Tony and Seth, you can let them know they can find me at the Madeira Beach address. And I put the rolling eyes because I'm sick of her bullshit. June 11th, I was sick of her bullshit. That's exactly how my son writes his K's and R's. Yeah, a lot of guys do. But, you know, they're finding pants, glasses, a mattress pad, Katie's senior photo. What else did they find? The B and Sebastian. Let me see. I don't see a B there. But it's like, oh, he was mad and he threw her senior photo out or something. I don't know. So she says, oh, shit. I don't talk to Timu Tony. And I'm probably going to say, since I made fun of tiny Timu Pekka, I'm probably going to be getting a letter. Seth has not called me since the other night and probably won't. Mrs. Jones, that's who works with Seth, was telling the truth in my chat. I don't know what Mrs. Jones said in the chat. If anybody can go back and find what Mrs. Jones said in chat. Was Sebastian left-handed? I don't know. I don't know. What's so important about her senior photo? I don't know. Okay. You guys, who the hell is Mrs. Jones? Okay. I'll show you who Mrs. Jones is, okay? Hang on. Don't leave. Bear with me here. I'll show you. They were at the vigils. Mr. Jones is actually in the motorcycle group. Oh, Texas. No, I think she wanted to ruin me. I think she was working with TikTok Tony and wanted me to put this shit out there and get in trouble. That's what I think she wanted. I think it's all part of a bigger plan. I think they're all working together. And I think that it was bait. It was bait, and she's way overattached. It's weird. It's bizarre. Okay. I got it. I got it. Let's reshare so we have sound. Hold on. Who the hell is Mr. Jones, you say? Well, Mrs. Jones is married to Mr. Jones. This is Mr. Jones right here with Jaden. Okay, let's watch. This is Mr. Jones. They went to academy together. Ready? Here we go.
Jonathan Lee Riches investigates. I am at the Natchez Trace State Park, Tennessee. In front of me here, I have Seth Rogers, the father of missing 15-year-old Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Sebastian, 15 years old, has been missing since February. He's been reported missing since February 26, 2024. He has still not been found. It's been over 3 weeks now. I have Seth here in the center in front of me, the father of Sebastian. On the left, I have Jaden, a volunteer, and on the right, I have Mr. Jones. And we're out in the park today. Seth, how are you? How's everything going?
Tired.
We're here at the park here. What's going on at the park here?
I'm hoping that somebody listened to me and I told them drop my son off. There's not a lot of cameras here and it gets a lot of traffic, so I figured I'd drive here and do some searching.
Yeah, and I've been out here all day with you. Yeah. You've been searching. What have you been searching here? Share.
Everything. I mean, any type of back road, whatnot. I've been through the fire tower. We went through there. We've been down by the lake. We've been through all the campgrounds. We've gone through almost every one of the lodges. We went through the shop that doesn't open till spring. We've been through every abandoned building we come across. Everything. Just trying to find him. All looking for him.
So this location here is between Memphis and Hendersonville. Sebastian was reported missing at his around his step-parents' home in Hendersonville. Why here, though?
Well, that one child, he was autistic. In 13 days, he walked 200 miles. 13 days. We're talking about, we're twice that now. So it could be 400 miles from here.
Nothing can be ruled out.
I gotta find him. I mean, I'll do whatever it takes to get him. I need him back.
You actually took off work?
Still off of work. I haven't come back.
Do you plan to be back out here? Do you plan to do more searches?
I'm coming back tomorrow. I'm coming back Saturday. Until I've been through this whole park.
And you got some volunteers with you. We have Mr. Jones and we have Jaden. Talk to Jaden first. Jaden, what's going on?
Just trying to find him. Just trying to find him.
Member of the DCSO family. Thank you, brother.
Mr. Jones, you guys work together?
Yes, sir.
What brings you out here?
I've been friends with him. We went through the academy together, and I've always told him that if he ever needed anything, he can call me. And when it first kicked off, he called me, and ever since it's been going on, I've got his support. I got his back. Whatever he needs, man. Whether it be a meal, whether it be me to go out and hand out flyers with him, I got him.
You've done that with me too.
Yes, sir.
All of Franklin and Bellevue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I keep on doing it. Anytime you need me, man, I'll be here.
Till I get my son back.
Seth, what have you been going through each day since this happened?
Day really hasn't ended.
Jones
Today started. It really has started Sunday when I went to work. And when I got off of work, it just hasn't ended. There is no the next day. I catch a nap. And I just keep going. He's somewhere. I gotta find him.
You have an army of people, both in person and online, that are praying that Sebastian is found alive or praying for a resolution. You have a lot of people out there, and I personally see it, supporting you and trying to get answers.
I appreciate everybody. I really do. Keep your heads up, your eyes open. Please pass out flyers. Everybody. One person, 5 people. 5 people. Each do 5 people. I mean, and we can get this from coast to coast.
Keep his name out there. Keep his name out there. Keep his face out there. As long as we continue to look, there's always hope.
If you see something, don't question it.
Just call 911. Call 911. Call 1-800-TVI-FIND.
It doesn't matter if you're in California or if you're here in Tennessee, Florida, Ohio. It doesn't matter.
He could be anywhere.
Something.
California. Woo! California! Oh shit!
Say something.
You want more volunteers to come out and help, or are they willing?
It'd be wonderful. The more people, the faster we can cover this.
Is there a way people can get a hold of you in reference to communication about setting up searches, or if people want to know where to go, where can they go?
Facebook page.
And
that's your best route, because I'm not on social media. I don't have any social media, but people on there reach out to me.
Facebook page that would most likely directly get to Seth. And it's 2 exclamation marks, finding Sebastian Rogers, 2 exclamation marks. That's the easiest way to get information to Seth, is through that Facebook page.
Wait,
where else do you plan on?
It's what? Wait, what's the Facebook page? So I am taking it Jaden and his mom were running the Facebook page. That's why she created the event. So that's what was going on then. This is
Directly get to
the date of this is March 22nd. March 22nd. Look at Mr. Jones. How strange is it that Seth got a tip to search federal land and the dogs had a hit? Who gave the tip? It was supposedly a psychic. Well, his mom is helping. That's what I showed earlier. She created the event for this Michaela's thing. So I'm assuming that they still are involved. And I don't know if that was actually even Jaden and Brittany's chat the other night.
Seth. And it's 2 exclamation marks, finding Sebastian Rogers, 2 exclamation marks. That's the easiest way to get information to Seth, is through that Facebook page.
Where else do you plan on searching?
All the way to Jackson,
Tennessee?
Yeah.
Like in parks, side of the roads?
Everywhere. On the side of 40. I mean...
Any route from
anywhere.
Hendersonville to Memphis. We're going to keep searching.
You know, when I left Clarksville and headed this way, I was searching all the way down here. Everywhere I go. You know, if you're on your way to work, look for him. You might see him. Call in.
Print out flyers. Put them to any restaurant, business, grocery store, anywhere you go. Ask if you can put up a flyer. Just need to keep his face out there.
Hand out a flyer to anybody that'll take it, everybody that'll take it. Keep handing them out until we find you.
We are supporting you. We appreciate everything and praying for a resolution. Thank you for volunteers. Thank you. And
I appreciate it for keeping his face out there.
We'll definitely do that on JLR Investigates. Appreciate it. I'm going to show the viewers the search, what you've been doing throughout the day. Hopefully people can come out and help and make a difference. Thanks.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, then that gets into the whole search. Interesting, huh? Interesting. They went into all the buildings. That's when they went in the buildings and Seth was, backing up his truck. I think Jaden, I think he's from Tennessee and they moved to Florida. Look at that ponytail though. Look at that ponytail. Bing bong. Bing bong. What do you think? All right, let's go back to the text. We're cross-referencing here. Let's see. Open that back up. Bear with me. And here we go. Okay. Mrs. Jones was telling the truth in my chat. I'm sure he read it, meaning Seth. If he was to call and ask me, I'll tell him, you live in Alaska, meaning if he calls and wants my address, which she also told me that people were wanting my address. They are wasting money and probably need to think about that weird farm Tony has him trying to buy and put workers on. What? What? Oh, fuck, you can't see it. Look, that weird farm Tony has him trying to buy and put workers on. What does that mean? And then I don't respond. See, I didn't know if this was just getting weirder because I wasn't responding. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you ignore someone and then they get more and more persistent. I wondered if it was that. Can you guys hear me? I don't know. It's weird, huh? So I thought it was just getting weirder because, you know, she wanted me to bite. Jay, then that same day, 5 hours later, Jay, I know you're live, but when you get off, I'm shaking right now and I'm going to lose my shit, but I need to talk to you. Seth can rot in hell. Is it true? Yes. NFT. The date that Katie filed for divorce was the date that he went missing. Not the date it was final, but the date that she filed. I said, I love you, Terry, but I'm honestly done talking about it. I said what needs to be said in the live today. If it continues, it won't be done online. I have other cases to cover. Oh, I agree. I just want to run this by you. I have a 2-hour absence where he's not on camera. If you get the chance, just holler at me. I will always have your back because I know the truth. Plus, I respect the fuck out of you. I will not be defending Seth Rogers any longer. I can't and won't because I don't believe any of them. If I spill, I believe everyone will know why they're not cleared. Love you, Jay, and I do respect the fuck out of you. Holler at me if you want, and I'll tell you. It makes sense now. It's back in June. This is back in June. Jaybird, same day at 11 p.m. It's all the same day. June 11th was the day of fucking baiting me. Jaybird, I got your back if this fuck comes for you. I will also give you any info on why they haven't cleared Seth. Jaybird, next day. Is there a way to enhance your footage? Can you see if that could be Seth walking with Sebastian? No, she doesn't say this on her channel. That's why I didn't put it out. If she said it on her channel, yeah, I would repeat it. She wanted me to put this shit out. So I didn't know if it was true or not. And then people got mad at me for not bringing it out to light. But why would I want to put that stuff out in the universe? So weird. You think she's fishing? Right. And still sitting in parking lots collecting money. It's bullshit. Because back in June, she's telling me, oh, there's 2 hours missing, blah, blah, blah. And now she's lying on me too? Saying she never said this? That's for her to do, not me. Exactly. Exactly. Jaybird. Pterodactyl? There's also a potential car pulling onto Stafford from Kellen, backing up and leaving. Hey, Megan. Good to see you, babe. But what do you do? What do? You don't want to put this out in the universe because every bait seems to get more and more out there, so to speak. Kels, BJ did try to confront Terry Lynn the other night. Terry Lynn talked in circles, and then BJ said she was going to do a deep dive. Why can't she just look at my texts? She's saying she never said these things. Well, maybe I need to put this over on the other channel. Yep, the loudest ones are usually the guilty ones. Hi, Heather Dawn. Good to see you. Alexa, good to see you. But she's saying that she didn't do it. Where can I play this? Can I play BJ confronting her? Did this happen verbally? Is there somewhere you can direct me to it? It's been sent to Ellie. That's been done. So if she's got extra info that she's keeping to herself, they're going to be asking her about it, I imagine. Because this is crazy. Can you enhance your footage? Can you see if that could be Seth walking with Sebastian? She's talking about the flashlight video. Why not bring that to Justin? Those two are close. You never really mess with her, right? Well, because I have more subs than Justin. She wanted subs. She wanted to grow her channel, so she used me. Gave me the Chris call. It's not the first time someone's done that. Chris made a post the other day to bring back the death penalty. Oh, snap. I mean, if she's straight denying it, that's bullshit because I'm not lying. Is that why she wouldn't go to Ellie with Clue that day? Huh. Now we know there's an active investigation against Blowjob Betty. Who else is there an active investigation on? She was in BJ's chat, and the chat was saying it's so easy to fake text messages. Well, these aren't faked. I can tell you that right now. These, I'll take you to the beginning. These are not faked. You think that I faked all this? Or could have? Ew, there's Uncle Taco. Look at, I found that on his Facebook. Blech. I mean, this goes back. Let's see her first shit she sent me. Because I didn't pay that much attention to her. I'm going to be honest. We were talking about Julia a lot. Okay. This is in May. When we all first came together to search, she showed her husband as a lifelong local. His name is John. I know who he is. Wait, who's this? Oh, Michaela. Michaela. I was asking, I said, this is her? Is this a new girlfriend? This is May 19th. Michaela Cleveland from New York. She turned 30 this year. I put 30. Yes, that's her. These are not faked, okay? I sent her Michaela's Facebook. I said, this is her? Is this a new girlfriend? She says, that's her. We searched together in the beginning. I had a trip already planned with my girls, and my babies are always going to come first. Her husband served her papers on the 16th of last month. That would be April. At that time, I was already in Florida when she was telling me. I abandoned her, and she was left with Seth. Well, I guess she's been with him since. She is still married, and it's not a great look, and I don't even want to be around it. That's why I stepped my ass far away and decided to do my own search. I put, hold up. How did he meet her? She says, well, we all first came together to search. She showed up, and her husband is a lifelong local. His name is John. I know who he is. We both know a lot of the same people. I said, does she know Tony is the question? That's my question. Does she know Tony is the question. She's way too pretty to want Seth and clean. Thank you, Pine. You're awesome. And I sent the picture that T-Rev leaked out. And I put, come on now. Yes. Jay, I ain't got shit to lie about. If you want me to read the email to you, I sure will. I do have a real person that is on TikTok that's real. Ooh, I don't remember this. LVMNM is her username. We've been friends for a long while. She's all for the missing. But I will read you the email Michaela sent to several of us. Tell me when you're not busy. I never heard that email. I said, no, I don't think you're lying. I think I'm saying this chick is in it for something and it ain't Seth. She goes, I know. That's why I was going to read it to you because she sent it to 7 of us. She's been married 3 times. They weren't lying. I finally have an opinion. Then she sent me pictures of her mother's dogs, she said. Hickory Ridge Belgian Malinois. She said these are her parents' dogs. Run, Jay. Shit like her, run like hell. This is May 22nd. How are we going to search this weekend? She said she's going home. Help me, Jaybird. Then I showed her what Julia sent me. She sent me that she was in Florida, the sunset. Blah, blah, blah. That's supposed to be Seth's girl. And then, does Seth know? And then she goes, I'm going to say no. This is about T-Rev. About him being with Michaela. Does Seth know, for fuck's sake? I'm going to say no. I put yikes. She goes, damn, this is going to blow. I go, it is. Listen, this is criminal if she manipulated Seth to pay those payments. She could be arrested for this. She goes, I'm a find out. I said, yes, girl, let's stop this grift if we can. I got Seth on this. T-Rev is a snake, little weasel. I'm going to listen to this woman, and I swear if it's that shit, I'm going to report her ass. No wonder T-Rev was fucking hugging himself. To his mama and that snake-ass Tony. He don't like her. Blah, blah, blah. I said, hear from Jules today. We will figure this shit out. I thought we were both being played at that time. So sorry, I'm just kind of going through these. Then she tells me she has Michaela's address. Gives it to me. I'm going to actually fucking pass that. Then I sent her this. T-Rev 575. Your ex just let out screenshots between you and Seth's girlfriend. She puts, oh, fuck, fuck, fuck. I said, people figured it out, girl. She goes, this is bad. And I know I ain't saying shit until I'm asked. Then I'm just going to say my piece. I said, I would just wait. I think this is about to blow. Then I started sending her shit on Julia because I was very sus. And then the carriage house. Blah, blah, blah. And then she says, tell Dolly to stop lying. Then she sent me this video. Let's see what this is. Whoops. I'm just being completely transparent with you guys. These are not faked. I mean, I'm just scrolling through my iMessages on my MacBook. The drive-by of the Proudfoots is what she sent me. Like I said, half this shit I didn't buy into because you can see I was questioning, right? Hey, Patrick. Hey, Mother McReady. So there's that video. I said, keep kicking ass. At the time, I still thought she was, doing something by searching. Same, you're kicking more ass than me. I said, hardly. You're awesome. Those fuckers are the ones that called me meth monkey and tweaker. Watch your text. I'll send it. I don't even know what she's talking about. We got to talk soon, but let me get this video for you. I said, okay. So here's another video she sent. Because I was wondering why 3 months into this, she had not, looked at Warshams, talked to Warshams, asked them if, there was video of that day or anything like that. That is where the road ends and the construction site begins. So if you go through that little line of brush, on the other side is the retention pond. And I was appreciative of these videos, you know? I mean, this is driving down Kellen, passing Stafford, and keep going straight towards the construction site. Watch again. $309.11. Well, I think Mr. Jones was the gentleman at the last vigil as well. I don't think he's dropped out of sight. I don't think he's completely dropped out of sight. Okay, there's that. Here's another one. This is Devon. Oh, this is down by the construction area too. Kellen and Devon. There's the construction site. Retention pond. See it? See the water? This is on Kellen. We gonna hit Katie's, then the new subdivision. Okay. There's another video. There's the house where the video came from, the camera. And we're going towards Sebastian's house. His house is going to be on the right-hand side. Right there, where the sign is in the yard. And this, I don't know when she took these. Here's the construction area. It's interesting, right? I mean, imagine running barefoot around this construction area. There's debris everywhere. Nails, staples, wood, splinters. That's their neighborhood. Or is that the school? I don't know. Here's another one. I think this might be... We'll see. Hold on. Yeah, that's looking, I think, at their backyard from Kellen. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with getting footage like this to see like where Sebastian went missing from and where those lights could come from, but do it one and done. You know what I mean? These people keep going around and around and around and around. We don't need to get the footage more than once. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there's that old barn. Wow, that's really close to the new build. Here's another one. More of the construction site, I guess. I appreciate you guys being here. I want the truth to be out there, you know? This is their neighborhood. Yeah, it gives you a really good perspective. I mean, this is what I asked her for. I was like, I need to see, you know. This is the retention pond with a grate. See that? There's the retention pond, you guys. I'm telling you, she got some good footage for me. So I don't know if she was lying or didn't want to. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Creek Town, dude.
That must be Miss Binocular Bonnie's because remember her back deck looked over the retention pond? Or no, was she on the other side of the road? And Chris said it was 4 feet or up to his knees. And Seth, I just listened to him on Vinny, and I think he said it was 4 feet deep at the time. The Great makes me think of Caleb Harris, y'all. Because doesn't that grate go to the sewage system? What if Tony's a hired hitman? Just kidding. That creeps me the fuck right out. I wonder how hard it is to remove that grate. Where does that grate go? She says the fucking retention pond with a grate. I don't like it. It makes me feel sick. Small peen hitman. Right. Tony's small peen hitman services. Just kidding. That's a joke. Satire. But isn't that weird that there's a grate right there? I wonder how hard that is to get off. That was your daughter's first theory, SR? Ooh, that's weird. I just wonder, you know, how hard that is to get that grate off there. I know they drained it, so probably not hard. I don't like that. Ugh. These stupid shits. Okay, here's another one of the pond. Watch. Eerie. Here's another one. God, these are good. I don't think I watched all of these. This is from the other side of the construction site. Driving around to where the pond is, I think. She's on the opposite side now. Wow. That's where his scent ends, y'all, is at this construction site. So we definitely know from the dispatch that there was a scent that went to the pond, went to that site, and it ended. But look at all this rubbish laying around. Could Sebastian have gone there and like played on these little machines and pretended to be driving? You know what I mean? What a fucking play yard. It's like a real life play yard for a kid that loves machinery. You know, like he used in the Proudfoot's front yard. He was in that little front loader thingy. Yeah, Max led me straight to the pond. He dove in the pond. And with no lighting, it's dark. But could he have gone over there like when they were parked like this after hours and been like sitting in them, you know, pretending? I heard they drained and checked grates and stuff, but I don't remember. It just seems like it'd be like a real life play yard. Like I can go sit in these machines, you know, thinking like a kid. There's another video. She says, you have all videos, both subdivisions. I'm getting ready to go out and search. I may even go that way. I don't know. I said, thank you. She sent me her license. I said, girl, you're hilarious. I said, she goes, Jaybird, are you busy? We need to chat, sister. Lord, woman, you're hard to catch. Told you Florida is my place. I don't know what that is. I don't want to look at it now. This is where Julia says the Bauer socks are going to be served, but let's watch that last video. See what this one is. This might be, oh, that's the mannequin. That's the mannequin, y'all. See, I don't know why all of this is still like out there, because it can be easily debunked. I was like, why didn't she debunk this a long time ago? So remember when they were droning? They thought that looked like a fucking person. And it makes sense, doesn't it? It makes sense. Oh, I know, blows me up. But can you see where like the drone may catch that image and be like, oh my God, there's a person. And they're like, it's a mannequin. They're like, it's a mannequin. Abby, I don't know, dude. That's why I was like, did she want me to put this stuff out? Was she trying to grow her channel? I don't know. But that was, I wanted a video of the mannequin because I wanted it to make sense. But look. And they say it's been there for decades. They change its clothes. It's kind of like just like a thing, you know? It's kind of just like a thing. They change its clothes. It's been there for a long time. Terry sent me her license. I have no idea why. I was going to read into it, but I don't want to show it on screen, so. But I thought what they saw was in a field. In a field. I'm going to pull the dispatch. Hold on. Standing by. Oh, standing by in the line of trees or something. Let's play it. I mean, could there be another mannequin? If they have that creepy mannequin, is there maybe another one in their field? Because that's fucking weird. Look at that thing. You know, if they have one creepy mannequin, it doesn't mean they don't have another. Right? All right, here we go. Go to
I took personal medical center ER, Sumner Station ER, Sumner Regional ER, Anti-Line, all clear of the juvenile. You can see that the code red has them on at 745.
Next big track back up, going into the construction site over here back towards the beach. It's awful muddy. Do you see any footprints, anything? Couldn't have any shoes. I do have some footprints. Right there where you're standing? Yeah, leading right over here to the retaining. No shoes, just footprints? He literally dove into it. Max led me straight to the retaining pond. He dove into the water. Have you seen any prints around it? There was a few footprints in some of the softer dirt headed straight this way on the track that he was running. Do we have a picture yet? That's simple. What was that heat signature at? Where the riprap is, where the trees are. 25 feet maybe out in toward the middle. Hey guys, the construction zone, there's another pond. There's somebody standing in the woods. It looks like a person. It is a person, we know, but there's another pond. He's standing back there by himself.
Whoa, what? It is another person. He says it looks like a person. Well, we know. What does he say? By the riffraff where the trees are.
Hey guys, the construction zone, there's another pond. There's somebody standing in the woods. It looks like a person. It is a person, we know, but there's another pond. He's standing back there by himself. Past the construction zone, in the same area back there. Yeah, the north end of it, yeah. Over here, go straight back. There's a person in the woods by that pond. There's the house on the other side of the tree line.
How would that be a searcher, though? No one knew he was missing except the cops. Only the cops knew he was missing and the parents. This is literally at 8 something in the morning. There aren't no volunteers out there yet. Unless it was neighbors.
Going back toward beach, or going on the backside. Yeah, on the backside, and he's not moving. He's just standing there by himself in the woods.
It's Hendersonville 517. I'm on the northeast corner in the cemetery across the tree line. Am I close?
No, the backside. Mickey, if you can, do you have anybody there with you? Stand by. Let me see if I can find it on my map. I got my drone grounded for the moment.
That's Nicky. That's what's his face? Craddock. Nick Craddock.
I'll see if I can do it. Target's over. 1 to 2. I'm in my truck. 2, there's 4 of us on foot coming across the yard, start directions. 19's on the same. Straight in. Keep it on. Go left. Just come back, you passed it. Right, won't be there. Won't as you going. Into the woods. You should be about 15 foot from it.
What's the child's first name?
Should be all over it, whatever it is right there. The 2 people walking the woods.
2 people walking in the woods. Oh, Eric Craddock. Sorry. You're right. Why did I think Nicky? He kind of looks like a fucking Nicky. I never understood the heat signature because it's late February. Right. Why would a mannequin? Dude, did they edit this out? Did they edit out what really happened?
It's a mannequin. Sorry, guys. Look just like a person from the air. Here's the 66. What's the name of this?
That was at 8 a.m. He's like, you should be all over it. Straight in.
1 to 2. I'm in my truck. 2, there's 4 of us on foot coming across the yard, start directions. 19's on the same. Straight in. Keep it on. Go left. Just come back, you passed it. Right, won't be there. Won't as you going.
See how garbled that is? Did you see how garbled that one part is right there? It's almost like they fucking garbled it up so you can't understand it. I'm gonna freak y'all out for a second, but I'm gonna slow this down just a hair.
Go left. Just come back, you passed it. Right, won't be there. Won't as you going. Into the woods. You should be about 15 foot from it.
What's the child's first name?
Should be all over it, whatever it is right there. The 2 people walking the woods. It's a mannequin. Sorry, guys. Look just like a person from the air. Here's the 66. What's the name of the child that we're looking for?
First name is Pat.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
First name is Pat.
Why does he say his name like that? First name's
Last clothing description was black sweatpants with a white stripe, black long sleeve t-shirt with a print.
Nikki, how many drones do y'all have up? 1 at the moment. I've got mine grounded so I can get Sartopo up. I'll be back in the air momentarily.
29 Central on scene. Put 2 out here with me.
And has anybody been there since the initial? There's a whole bunch of people here now. 4 in the morning. Can you help me listen to the radio on the north end until we wrap this up, please? Yes, sir. Brandon, you've got Hendersonville Mounted Patrol coming up there, and Joe's sending some more cars if we can start from the beginning.
So they were starting from the beginning already at like 8 something in the morning. Yeah, if it's people, why would they say it's a mannequin? That's what doesn't make sense. It sounds like some people. That's why you can understand it. how do you understand them saying it was a mannequin? I can understand it being people as well, but explaining it as a mannequin and not people, that's kind of weird to me. Two people equals one mannequin. And if it was their searchers, they would know. They had trackers on all their searchers. Why would they say it's a damn mannequin if it was people? They did cut it. Remember when he asked what the child's name is? I remember hearing this, and the other cop told him Sebastian right away. I don't remember him pausing either.
In the original house and set up a new plan up there. Yeah, boy, that's what we're doing now, sir. Thank you.
One all year, so neighbor advised that he's found the child under his son's car, which is across the street, 2 doors up. So be sure and search under cars and under things.
Who do you want to go with this other K9 search and rescue?
I just talked to the GC, the construction back here. He's going to start getting the word out to all his crews that are out here working. Everyone, 94 to 1,000, so we can get a game plan and reconvene.
Hey, Target, can you put a drone right over top of this trash can, this dumpster, see if there's anything in it? 188. Van 184 is going to send you a picture.
You send out a code red for 1,008 staff.
Code red was sent out at 07:45 this morning.
2-4. We will stand that in good. Can we retry that, please?
10-4, will do.
12 188.
Go ahead, sir.
Can you come to 1,008, please?
3-4.
12 to any units that are going to be assisting with 1,008. Please come to 1,008 staff report now, please. Start at the beginning of Kelly Lane, 1,000. We're going to work our way north of Kelly Lane. That's fine. I'll get these 2 houses right here, and we'll take the right side. The white Ford truck.
Yeah, not yet. They're going through the neighborhood. They're canvassing the neighborhood right now.
That's the Hendersonville officer's house that's with me. No, that house hasn't been checked. The next house up from is see the white Ford in the driveway. We log a neighborhood Facebook page. Post was made 1023 check. No motion on camera.
Unit on Stafford. There's an additional caller call in that was in the van stating she saw someone that neighborhood.
This is the first sighting. She's in the van. And there's a sighting on Hogan's Branch Road.
There's an additional caller call in that was in the van stating she saw someone that made the description on Hogan's Branch. Male with sandy blonde hair, with a bag wrapped around his head. Chest stated he had on a reflective jacket. Approximately 2 hours ago.
30 command.
2 hours ago, she saw a kid with a bag on his head at 7:44 a.m. White Ford truck? What does that have to do with anything? Who has a white Ford truck? That was the Hendersonville cop that lives in the area. Seth trying to direct JLR out of state to search, allegedly. Really? What reason?
$139 World End has a camera, but nobody's answering the door. He had some ties at White House High School, and every time he got in trouble, he wanted to go back to White House, so I notified White House PD, and we're notifying this early.
Well, it's time to find a new apartment on Zillow.
He had ties at White House, and when he got in trouble, he wanted to go back there.
This way up with the camera is correct.
It's careful. Nobody's answering. Nobody's home.
In reference to that address, please run a registration check on Tennessee tag.
This is interesting when they run this Mercedes tag. Whose Mercedes was this?
Tennessee.
Series 2012 BMW, 750 black in color, registered. at that address. Confirm NSR.
Correct. When you can't see it, you can find any information. See if we can look up on a phone number or something. We would appreciate it.
Command to units that are at staff report. When you check a residence, please give me the numeric and unit numbers that have checked it and whether or not you made contact with anybody.
Made contact with 1000 Killing Lane. He checked all of his cameras. Nothing.
So the first thing was the bag on the head at 7:44 in the morning. Weird. Yeah, I'm sure they went through the neighborhood extensively. The car was sitting at the corner of Kellen and Stafford. And I want to thank Jean for your PayPal. Thank you so much. She says, get yourself some lunch. Thank you. I didn't realize it's already lunchtime.
It was on. No answer at 102 or 103 Killing Lane. 105 answered, hasn't seen it. Nothing on ring doorbell.
This one you're saying 102 is at 1002?
1002, I'm sorry.
Did you ask if you had any white purple hoodie?
I don't know if the answer no, but just find out if he owns a light purple hoodie with Homer Simpson on it.
If he owns a light purple hoodie, I think it says with Homer Simpson. Yeah, it was on Hogan's Branch.
Can I ask?
Mom doesn't advise us to call me. Yeah. They were at Striking Square last night, just bowling at them. Do you have a unit go there to make sure that he hasn't returned there?
1015 had ring cameras, but didn't pick up anything.
517 Hendersonville is with me. 1000 contact and seen anything, either nothing on ring doorbell. 1012 Killing Lane through 20. 1012 go through the entire. The lady at 1032 Kellen runs the neighborhood Facebook page, and she's updating it to request people to look in their crawl spaces and hidden areas. Hey, on at 1000 Killing Lane, did y'all happen to check the crawl space? I will have to check my list, but if it wasn't locked from the outside, it was checked. 1018 Stafford. They are reviewing their camera footage right now. I need some contact and they got the cameras checked. No, it's not.
184, your low volume. They got cameras checked.
It was 1018.
And I'll be out at St. John's Missionary, 285.
Resident at 1028 Killing Lane states that he just saw a kid with a black shirt, black shorts, had a phone in his hand coming across the construction. When he made contact with this gentleman, the subject went straight back to the woods at the top of Killing Lane. I just talked to him. He's one helping. Well, thank you. 12 units, when you're done with your assignment, please come back to 1008 Stafford. 1023, 24, 18, and 16 Stafford. They ring cameras, nothing to control. Operations had started at Willow Bend Drive. St. John's Baptist is still all the way along. And then dumpsters and old church buses have been through also. They're making that.
10-4, are you going back to Stafford Court?
Can't search, but general area.
1026, Killing Lane, no contact. 1028, make contact, nothing on their cameras. And 1030, contact, nothing on their cameras, and nothing in the treehouse behind the house.
10-4.
68, command. All houses on Killing Lane have been checked. Brad, those woods on that side of Long Hollow, we were unable to fly to due to the distance with the drones. So those big woods that's south of the house, we haven't been able to shut off. All properties on Vandy Wood Court have been checked. So we're starting on Honeysuckle now. Yeah, the 3293 Long Hollow Pike, beyond the creek, and checking that cave behind the house.
I'm almost back to the house. Meet my partner.
We crawled back into the cave as far as I could go before it got muddy. No footprints, and it's collapsed only in about 10 feet.
10-4, but you're out of it, correct?
No footprints, though. That's the one thing, Sleuth. There was no footprints, but it is collapsed in. They went in as far as they could go, but no footprints.
I'm almost back to the house. Meet my partner.
We crawled back into the cave as far as I could go before it got muddy. No footprints, and it's collapsed only in about 10 feet.
10-4, but you're out of it, correct?
Sounds like. Trooper Grinder has himself and a few troopers. They're going to hit the roads outside of our immediate vicinity and just look for him walking down the roadway somewhere. 3301 Long Hollow Pike has been cleared. It's a stone house,
Several outbuildings have been cleared. They're unlocked if anyone else wants to look. I just sent you the endangered poster. If you can put that on our social media, please. 12 to 188.
This is a monster who did this.
I love you.
I just want to find out.
Hey. Did y'all check inside each one of those buses behind TW Hunter? 10-4, we checked them all. Okay, well, we're about the 3 closest to the building. Will you ask Transville to respond to the area of National Pike and Carrying Road? There's a juvenile in that area wearing black pants and a red t-shirt. I was shaking back and forth like he had autism. It was just reported to us. Now,
Who the fuck would call that in at 11 in the morning? The day that Sebastian went missing. Listen to this shit. Shaking back and forth. I feel like these were fake tips called in from burner phones. I feel like these were fake tips from burner phones. Who's going to call a tip in and say, oh, the kid was shaking back and forth like he had autism? Who says that? I think these sightings were distractions to get them searching in different areas. That's what I think. Distraction is the key, Brooke. Abso-freaking-lutely.
Creek Town, dude.
Total distractions.
will you ask Transville to respond to the area of National Pike and Carrying Road? There's a juvenile.
To freaking throw off LE. To get them on a wild goose chase.
And just look for him walking down the roadway somewhere. 3301 Long Hollow Pike has been cleared. It's a stone house. Several outbuildings have been cleared. They're unlocked if anyone else wants to look. I just sent you the endangered poster. If you can put that on our social media, please. 12 to 188. Hey. Did y'all check inside each one of those buses behind TW Hunter? 10-4, we checked them all. Okay, well, we're about the 3 closest to the building. Will you ask Transville to respond to the area of National Pike and Carrying Road?
Oh, here it
There's
is.
a juvenile in that area wearing black pants and a red t-shirt. I was shaking back and forth like he had autism. It was just reported to us. Outside of Long Hollow from Killen Lane to Center Point has been checked. Can you check the field houses that are up on top of the hill by the practice field back behind TW Hunter? I don't see that anybody has tracked through there on foot. Simple. The barn and my sorting location's clear. Residents in barn at 3221 Long Hollow Pike is clear. And from my sorting location to Shackle Island, I've left the entire creek bed and then up to is clear. Myself and 182 have been behind TW Hunter, all the way behind Beach.
Now, mind you, that's where Terry Lynn has been searching. In between, behind Beach. See these woods over here on the far right? And see these, like this little driveway? She's been over here and over here. All around these schools.
And baseball field, up in the fields, checking tree lines all the way to the cemetery.
The baseball field. That's why she always found freaking balls. Just saying.
Behind Beach County Presbyterian. We're still here so far, cleared. You know, myself and 182, we've not made ourselves around to the front of the schools and the side of the schools yet. We're still in the back. Very mobile unit on Long Hollow Pike. 3 is.
Go ahead, 3.
The bus and the shed have been checked at 3220. 10-4, thank you. Can you and your partner stop at Willow Bend and go house to house up Willow Bend? Check all those, please.
Okay, now this is a key piece right here. If you look at Willow Bend Drive, okay, you see Stafford Lane over here? Wait, can you guys see my little pointer or no? Oh, yeah, right here. So Stafford Court's over here. Willow Bend Drive, look at. It goes up behind those trees, but it also goes down here. And these homes would have cameras, right? We don't know if they had anything on these cameras. See these new homes on this Willow Bend Drive? Nice homes. Right around the construction site here.
See more people have driven through it, but it doesn't look like anybody house to house.
Yeah, well,
See, it looks like people have driven through, but it doesn't look like anyone went house to house. Listen to that again.
House to house.
yeah, well,
Every house on Honeysuckle has been checked. People that answered the door have only seen the trash man this morning, nothing else. The White House and Red Barn adjacent to TW on 2105 New Hope is clear.
3417 THP has joined in with myself and 517 on Willow Bend to check houses.
The big holding pond has been cleared by Hendersonville Fire. They're going to rehab at Shackle Island for a bit, then go to the one over by the cemetery.
Field houses behind the beach, soccer field's been searched. We're going to head over to the side field house across the street from the fire hall.
106, 108, 110, 112, Willowbrook, all check, no contact with any homeowners, and none of these houses have crawl spaces.
Beach football complex. Were y'all still searching that area? Yes, sir.
Skin to me is just getting my acne under control in a healthy way. I've been wanting a simplified and effective skincare.
Made contact with a realtor at 114. Hasn't seen him, and all the rooms have been cleared. 116 made contact with that homeowner. He said he has seen that child walking in the neighborhood in past times, but not recently.
The main field house next to the freshman annex has been completely searched. All clear. It's got beach softball, beach football. It's the one next to the beach-going church between it and the freshman annex. It's the main football complex.
We are, me and Marshall's back here in the back of the cemetery back here.
No contact with anyone, and his truck is not here either.
So I think the lady's here trying to get in her driveway in your cars, and
Did you hear that garbled mess? No contact and something about his truck? Listen to that again.
Church between it and the freshman annex. It's the main football complex.
We are, me and Marshall's back here in the back of the cemetery back here.
No contact with anyone, and his truck is not here either.
So I think the lady's here trying to get in her driveway in your cars, and is the key there by chance?
It is, but it's locked.
Okay. Well, she's trying to get in the driveway. We haven't made a process.
Call came in at 6:33 this morning.
Great, thank you. You know, dude, man, we just put another can on the ground at the house. See if we picked up anything. We are breaking off fuel gallons for refuel.
Refuel.
The creek worsens to New Shackle Long Hollow and the bridge there have all been checked. Marty, what's your location?
I'm looking by 109 in Thornton's right now. I just got a phone call. Kid matching the descriptions, hiding under the bridge, lower station camp behind the market. I'll be en route. I'm close. Did we get somebody else on the other side of their nursery to come down? She stated that he could be on that side.
446, where was he last seen at?
Just under the bridge. She stated that when she went down to turn around, he was gone.
And we have another sighting at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock.
446. Did you talk to the client?
She's still on the bridge.
Sure.
White female, black leggings, I believe. Blonde hair. 447, 446. You seen any tracks that way? I'm taking Creek Clover. See any tracks? 446 to 447. Hold your location, please. I'm on foot now.
10-4. I know they've got the dog up there.
The helicopter's coming back to you. 158 Upper Station. The residents say the EPA, approximately 5 minutes ago, somebody walked through that gate right below you. There's somebody in black. Yeah. There's a deputy at 158.
Somebody just walked through that gate? Somebody in black? Is it one of their own?
I saw somebody in black on the tree line. I don't know if it's one of our guys. Yeah, there's two law enforcement guys walking back here along the tree line. Let's go through there. 12 to 24. How long have they lived in that house? A year. Where were we at before? Cambridge Farms, Gal. 449 Remington in Cambridge Farms. White male, gray t-shirt, white pants. They didn't get to see his face, kind of shaggy blonde hair. We'll be out at Lower Station, Scarlet, and Big Station with a white male juvenile with four-wheeler in the creek. Who checked out with a juvenile on Station Gal? This is not going to be our missing juvenile. He's with his father in the creek. I made contact with the male, the caller, and him and the trail called about. It's not our subject.
It's a very, very weird recording, you guys. Who was it that sent me this about the Mutt Motel and says, "Oh, now you can retract what you said and they won't give you shit." Who's it? Where are you in chat, smartass? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? The one that texted me. Where are you? Can't find you. Electro, maybe? Who is it that said they texted me? Where did who go? Oh, just Robin. It's you. Okay. I've got to show you something. And no, I don't need to retract because I'm correct. Okay. And I'm going to show you why. Passion for the victims. I just adore you. I adore you too. No, they're not going to come down on me because they're still not legit in the charity section. And I'm not scared of these people. They need to explain why they're capturing IP addresses, right? So here we go. This is our last share of the day. I don't think I can take much more. Matter of fact, I know I can't. Okay. So what you sent me was here. Business entity. Having a corporation is way different than having an active 501c. Okay. What you sent me is a business information search, which I appreciate you doing. And it does say their corporation is active, but that has nothing to do with their tax-free status. See this? It's active, but it has nothing to do with their tax-free status. This is their corporation. They're a registered agent. And this is all public information. Nonprofit corporation, domestic. This is their business filed with the state, okay? Now, if we go to charities over here, I don't know how to spell her fucking name, so I'm going to just copy it. And we're going to go over here and we're going to go charity name. Now, this is also through Tennessee. You can see the .gov up above. Search. Here we go. See? Expired. This is what matters. Okay? That's what matters. You can register a corporation or an LLC. You can do whatever the fuck you want with those. But this is the charity search, right? And what do you see? Expired. And then you click on details and boom, here we are. It expired on June 30th. It's all right here. This is public information. This is not doxing. What's way before Tony came into the case? Which part? Because people are donating to a charity at this event. That's why it matters. You can have a corporation or an LLC or whatever. But this is to collect money at a tax-free status for a charity. And that shit's expired. This is their business license. They can have business. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can have a business. But this is where it matters. And if you go to this website, I'm going to give you guys the link. How can I check the status of a charity online? I'm going to give you guys the link so you can do it yourself. Well, their first quarter is all they have on here. And I'll show you. So again, I don't know how to spell their fucking names. I got to go back here. That's why I hate names like that, because people spell them 50 different ways. No offense if there's any Michaelas in here, but I hate it. She's been served, Nursey. So if you click on deal, you go down to financials, it tells you what they made in 2022. I guess it's not on here. They have 9 officers, which is a lot, in my opinion. You only have to have 3 legally. And that's what you see. I know 2 Michaelas, and I know I can't either. It's like fucking Lee and Nicole and Watts. 9 officers. Charity events, 0. But they didn't even register until 1/11/2024. According to the state of Tennessee, renewal date has passed, so their status is expired. Well, I'm glad she got served. That's awesome. I did look up Division of Business Services right here. I know they have a corporation. Big deal. Anybody can pay money and have a corporation. Corporations, look, are 3 years right here. Active 5/1/2022. It doesn't expire until 2025. It's totally different. This is a business license. This is a way to not have to pay taxes. Okay? Looks like every 6 months. Looks like every 6 months they're supposed to renew. Yeah, 1/11/2024. And they passed the renewal. No, it's not the same, Michaela. Not at all. This is their business license, which is active for 3 years. Whether you do anything with it or not, they don't care. They just want you to pay the money for the license. But this gets you in trouble with the IRS now. You're collecting donations. You're collecting donations in the name of a charity, but your fucking charity license is expired. I have a problem with that. And it's not updated for 2 months? I don't know about that. Yeah, I know. It says they received Clarksville's best nonprofit. I know. I saw it all. I've seen it all. I'm just showing you what I see. I'm not telling you like I made this up. I'm just showing you. That's why I gave you the link. What are the penalties if an organization violates the Charitable Solicitations Act? A civil penalty of $5,000 up to $5,000 may be imposed for each and any violation. Further, anyone who willfully and knowingly violates any provision of the Charitable Solicitations Act or willingly and knowingly gives false or incorrect information in filing statements commits a Class B misdemeanor. A subsequent or second or subsequent offense is a Class E felony. I mean, you do it online. I don't know why it would be that fucking behind. 2 months? I don't know. Ooh, Taco Tuesday sounds good. All right, you guys. On that note, I am out of here. I am going to go eat. I haven't eaten anything today. But thanks for listening to me. And I really feel like be careful. Be careful giving your money. Be careful giving your money out. And there's a lot more, that we could talk about and go over. There's just so much time in a day, But I will be live again. I've got more stuff. Still got Tony's text with Trevor Lee. We're gonna go over that and how Tony treated Trevor Lee. Tony just needs to go away. He's not good for this community. We don't want him in this community. We don't want people that entertain him in this community. And I think that the subs need to speak up. This is not the kind of characters that we want interfering in our coverage of true crime cases and missing children, especially missing children. It's gross. So we will keep on this. Thank you guys so, so much. I will see you in the next stream. I love you guys. Thanks for your support.